Oh, this is the wrong. There we go. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to a game 4 of the Miami Heat and the Boston Celtics here today. Thank you for joining us, and we will be getting tipped off here momentarily, pretty quickly, actually. I do have to take my brother off the screen. He is actually working right now, so I do have to, make him go bye-bye real quick. He is going bye-bye. And I will then, unfortunately, put myself in the middle, so all you have to deal with a larger picture of me. This should be a very entertaining game 4. This pretty much is it for, I wouldn't say it's for the Boston Celtics, but pretty much they need to make this basically a 2-2 to pretty much keep this a series. As you see there, Jimmy Butler on the left block with a really nice turnaround fadeaway on Kemba. And just give me a quick second. Sorry. I have to make sure that I have YouTube chat all good, and we do. Jimmy Butler is going to be taking the ball up the court there. Sorry, I missed that one basket. Jimmy Butler is going to be guarded by Jason Tatum. He's going to go all the way to the hole, and Tatum's going to get a really nice, actually, defense right there to swat it against Butler's legs. So that did occur. I will add on who's on the floor and all that during the break real quick, just because Ritz is not able to join. It sort of messes up where everything's supposed to be, so may just kind of do that quickly during the break so we don't disrupt the game here. Bam Adebayo is up, hand off to Robinson, then to Crowder, then all the way back to Adebayo for the fadeaway. Beautiful basketball there from the Miami Heat. Looks like Barcelona ping pong passing right there. Absolute lights out. Beautiful from the Heat. Marcus Smart with the ball at the top of the key. Jason Tatum's going to be guarded by Carroll. He's got the step on him. He's going to try to finish with the floater to his right. It's not going to work. Goran Dragic is pushing the ball up the court. 1-on-5 right now. Half-court set defense. Tice is on Butler. There's a mismatch here. Carroll with the handoff. Kemba now on Butler. Kemba gets a really nice deflection. Butler's able to get it from his feet to Carroll, back to Dragic. Dragic is going to ask for the Carroll screen. Has Tice on him. Dragic driving baseline, fades away, air ball, Tatum with the rebound. Kemba Walker's going to find Marcus Smart in the corner. I thought that was going to Tice. Marcus Smart hits the side of the backboard there. Not the greatest shot there from Marcus Smart. I have said that we need to start respecting his shooting game more, but that time, no. Dragic with a nice 2-point jumper in the elbow right there. A really good start here for Miami Heat. You got to see they're getting rhythm, they're getting to their spots, and they know what they want to expose here. Kemba's going to use the smart screen, has Robinson on him. Then Kemba's going to step back, decides no, gets it's Brown, Jimmy Butler on him. Free throw line jumper is good. Jaylen Brown for 2, his first 2 points of the game. Goran Dragic hands off to Jimmy Butler. Jimmy's guarded by Smart. Carroll on with Kemba defending. Robinson with Tatum. Now to Bam. Hand off to Robinson. Says no. Bam throws a outwardly bad pass. Carroll's going to shoot from deep from 3, and he's going to go back rim. Tice with the rebound. It's going to get Kemba to push it up the floor. Not the greatest shot. Miscommunication there by Bam and Robinson. Oh, an air-mailed pass from Tatum all the way to Jaylen Brown, and it's going to go way over his head, and it's going to go out of bounds. And the Heat here will have the possession. I need to turn down this terrible Gamecast. Jimmy Butler's going to be bringing it up the ball at the court, guarded by Kemba. Gets it to Bam. Bam's going to hit that free throw line jumper. No, he doesn't. I said it before it even went down. Tatum going to not use the tight screen, get it to Jaylen Brown's going to be on the block against Robinson. They're always exposing him defensively. Kemba's going to try to drive, kicks it back out to Smart, then gets it back to Kemba in the corner, and a nice 3 for Kemba in the corner there. Carroll got there a little late on the contest, but it was better offense and defense. Great job. Great news for the Celtics. Kemba hitting that shot early right there. Dragic by himself on the right wing. Bam's going to come up for a left-sided screen. Dragic says no. He gets it back to Bam. Bam looking for a handoff, trying to get it to somebody, gets it to Jimmy. Jimmy takes the free throw line jumper and hits his 2 points to open his account for the game. Here we'll have Kemba Walker is up on the court, gets it to Tatum. Tatum guarded by Carroll. Brown's going to shoot this in the corner right away and drain it. The Celtics take a 2-point lead early in the first quarter here with that Jaylen Brown corner three. Quick shot and a good shot. Dragic is going to drive to the low and then got fouled by Jaylen Brown. It looks like he got hit in the face. Maybe it was a floppage. Maybe he didn't get hit in the face. Some people saying different things here, but I think there was contact anyway, so I think it would be a fair foul call at the end of the day either way. Let's see here on the replay. Yeah, he totally gets hit in the face. 100%. Especially if that's in the eye, that stinks. I don't think it's flagrant anything, so it should be totally fine. Mo's on the bench getting ready for tomorrow against Liberty City. Bam's going to hand. Oh, Bam decides not to do the handoff right there. And Jaylen Brown, I think, is going to get called for his second foul with a trip. I don't know if it was Kemba or him. It'll be interesting to see who this foul is actually charged to. Because if not, if it's to Jaylen, that's 2 quick fouls. Jaylen Brown should be charged with this foul here. 2 quick fouls on Jaylen Brown to start the half. Or start the game. Not even half. Quarter. Dragic guarded by Tatum is going to get back to Bam. Bam's going to hand off to Robinson. Robinson's going to try to shoot, says no, goes back to Bam, then back to Robinson, air ball. Jaylen Brown driving all the way, gives it to Tice. Tice down low, can't get the finish on Bam, but then it goes out to Tatum for 3. He's off Dragic with the rebound. Dragic's pushing the floor. He's going to try to finish with his right. Doesn't. Jimmy gets Marcus up smart in the air. Gets a foul. He's going to be going to the line. Good smart play there by Jimmy Butler. Pretty nice free-flowing quarter so far, I would have to say. It's pretty good. Sorry, I may have to munch on some food. I didn't have dinner yet. My bad. Jimmy Butler is going to shoot from the line here. Is going to hit his first. One of the more interesting things I would definitely say in this game that we're looking forward to is I think it's going to be interesting, especially how the Celtics pretty much pulled out the last game. I think it's going to be very peculiar on how Jimmy Butler and Dragic actually do. They did a really good job of shutting them down last game. I think you're going to see here kind of right off the bat, there's a high emphasis on getting Dragic and Butler involved early in the game. We still have not seen that zone come out from Spo. So it should be, look for that later on. Let's see if the Celtics can defend that. And then Kemba's going to step into a 3, and he's going to be off the mark. Dragic is going to be guarded by Kemba, uses the Bam screen. Alley-oop to Bam, throws it down. Big time finish right there. Beautiful pick and roll combination from Dragic and Bam. You saw that pretty much the whole way. Lakers in 5 for the West? Yeah, I think so. Even though that series could be 2-1, just saying. Like the other way around to Denver. Jaylen Brown's going to drive to the paint, even with 2 fouls. They keep him in the game, but he is not going to be able to convert that right-handed layup. Jimmy Butler gets it to Robinson. Bam, both of them cut back door, Robinson and Butler. Butler's going to be on line. Dragic is going to come off for the screen to get this ball. Gets it to Carroll. Carroll shoots for 3 and hits. Big time hit right there for Amari Carroll. That's a big time hit. This is going to be a replay of the absolutely beautiful, and man, he gets up high for that. It is absolutely stunning. And that's the Carroll, or the Crowder. I keep saying Carroll. I'm so sorry. It's Crowder 3. Jay Crowder. I'm getting confused. Are you doing? Most likely will not be doing tomorrow night. I think I'm going to see if I can do the Liverpool match that's like going on halfway through the day. It's against Liberty City. It's like a FA Cup match or a community match, but we both have commitments on Tuesdays and Thursday nights. Last Thursday was sort of a fluke. We just kind of skipped our commitment, and we kind of have to go to it this time again. So unfortunately, we're probably not going to be able to do the game tomorrow. But when football does start and the NFL starts in week 5 for us on Thursday night football, that takes over for us. And then we'll consistently be doing Thursday night streams. So that's sort of how the schedule, or the not schedule, but the what we're hoping to do kind of later on. And I'm trying to find. Oh yeah, we'll do the NBA finals. Honestly, if the I'm pretty sure the NBA finals schedule is Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So we'll be fine with those. Yeah, we'll be doing the NBA finals for sure. It's definitely on our goal to do. If it falls on a Thursday, we might have to figure out with football. But as of right now, the schedule is set to have it on a Monday, Wednesday, Friday schedule for the NBA finals. So it actually may work out like really well, but we'll see. We don't know yet. And here, yeah, I needed to get this. I need to get the stats of who's on the floor, get it back added to the screen. So apologies if some random stuff pops up on the screen. Just ignore that. You don't need to see any of that. It's all good. Look, just like butter. I've gotten too good at this. Yeah, I should put it in the bottom like that. I can cover myself up. I'm not important. There we go. Hold on. Ta-da. This one's like weirdly not sized. It's the same as the other one. Right? Am I crazy? Right. It's fine. It'll work. It works good enough. So just kind of early start to the game. I just want to go over a few things that I just basically seen. Is basically the getting involved early. We're starting to see Butler and Dragic. It's not something that we saw. I mean, all of last game. I think last game it was pretty obvious what the Boston Celtics were trying to do. They were really just trying to get the ball out of Butler's hands, out of Dragic's hands, out of pretty much everybody's hand. Bam dropped like 28. Like 30 that game, and basically just made Bam score and gave him all the points, and they just funneled the basketball basically away from Jimmy and Goran, which is fine, which totally makes sense. But towards the end, they started to figure it out of that matchup in that game. So I'm curious to see what's necessarily going to happen now and how they play this game out, especially with the zone when Spoelstra decides to go to the zone. So keep an eye on that when it does pop up. I'm definitely going to bring it up as much as I can. Here we're going to see Gordon Hayward back in the game. We got to see him last hit for his, I guess, debut again in the playoffs after his really bad high ankle sprain, and played really well, I would say. Gave him a lot of energy, and also it allowed the Boston matchups to be a lot more comfortable switching 1 through 5. So I think them on the defensive end, it gave them a little edge. On the offensive end, it slightly helped. There were a few assists, and he got his own buckets, but that's what they need him to do. He needs to understand that he's sort of injured in his role, and then Iggy is going to get called there for a moving screen, I think it is. Don't worry, it's just coffee. Yeah, who drinks coffee at like 9 o'clock on a weekday, right? Your Marcus Smart's going to have the ball at the top of the key. Hero's going to be checked in. So is Andre Iguodala. Those are the two new Heat players of the floor. Kemba thought about shooting it. Hero overhelps. And then Kemba hits the step-in jump shot. Really nice shot from Kemba. And he's getting going right now. He hit that outside three. He's hit that step-in J as well. So really good news. And I think, oh, wow, no call on that one right there. I like the no call on that, actually. Jimmy Butler's going to be posted up Kemba, backing him down. The double comes. He kicks it out to Iggy, to Hero. Hero's going to put it up for 3. Hero is off. Hero, like, scoring well, but I feel like he should be doing better statistically wise. And Kemba's going to be fouled on that 3. I don't know if that's actually a 3-point. I think it's a foul on a 3-point shot. If so, we're going to have to take the book out, ladies and gentlemen. Yep, we're taking the book out. I think this may go down as the earliest foul we've ever had. All right, our other fouls. Wow, it's not. Jason Tatum actually fouled a 3-point shooter in the 6:46 mark in the first quarter. So Robinson saved there. This is actually the second most recent 3-point foul that we've had so far in the playoffs. Just as a little joke, most of us golf swing looks pretty ugly, but does not look better than mine. Mine's beautiful, and I can't even hit a fairway. Here, Kemba's hits 2 shots. He's got 1 more to go. I also have to say, I really do appreciate Myers Leonard for always never sitting down on the bench, but like always being there as this is going to sound bad. I don't want to call him a cheerleader, but like he's supporting the team. He's a bench player and all that type of stuff. He's like always there on the sideline, like first one to handshake people. Respect that. Respect that from a player like that. Andre Iguodala is going to shoot this 3 in the corner off of the Robinson assist. Nice shot for Iggy. Good to see the old man get it down. From one team to another. Robert Williams makes his appearance onto the floor as well, as we would call him in this stream, Time Lord, for his incredible stats that he puts up in such little amount of time. Here's Mark Jackson again. All right, I think I'm a little better than that one. That's pretty tough. I mean, he's got like a double cock in his swing right there. Man, imagine if someone could edit that well. So it makes me look that good at golf. Marcus Smart's going to take the first free throw. He hits that one, getting ready for the second here. Boston doing well, I would say. They're keeping it in. They're getting into the rhythm as well. Robinson still always gets exposed defensively. It's kind of unfortunate for him. They just go after him every single time. He's already got 2 fouls, but not the biggest problem for Spoelstra. He's going to chuck up a 3, and it's going to be way off the mark. And here we're going to have the Celtics on a break. Kemba's going to go all the way to the basket, finish with the left hand, and he does. Robinson can't foul. He already has 2 there, so really easy bucket there for Kemba. And then I think the Miami Heat here are going to take the under 4 or the other TV timeouts in the first quarter here. And this is going to be the look at Kemba Walker finishing over Robinson. Really nice play. And also pretty good job from Robinson not to foul, but also contest there. So hats off to him on his efforts with that. So one thing I do want to sort of touch on and just talk about, I think the Lakers Nuggets series is pretty interesting. I'm not going to lie. The craziest thing for me in that is if AD doesn't hit that shot, the Nuggets are up 2-1, which makes me think for a second, because the Nuggets in their other series probably should have won the other games early in the series, and they didn't. And then they ended up coming back and winning again. I'm not going to say that they're going to come from like 3-1 down, but the fact that they've given the Lakers this much of a run for their money, especially with AD having to hit that last second shot, they almost even came back yesterday. So they did a really good job, the Lakers did yesterday. I think that one was like Jokic was just possessed last night. It was pretty awesome to watch, I'm not going to lie. It was sweet. He was a bucket. But I think with that, like, with the idea that the Nuggets in their head, they're like, wow, we literally could be 2-1 up against LeBron and the Lakers. I think that has to give them some sort of confidence, 100% in my opinion. Like, I just feel like that sense of urgency is like, wow, we literally could be up 3-1. If AD doesn't hit that shot, we win and we're good. And we have a comfortable grip on this series. Now they're down 2-1. I think they have that mentality in them, and they're going to go at game 2. And I'm not going to say they're going to take game 2, but I personally think it's going to be I think it'll be a quick series. I think the Lakers are going to win, but this is me in the back of my head being like, just don't count the Nuggets out just in case, because there is a possibility they pull this off. And I'm trying to be like, yeah, they've already won 2 games pretty much, except they just lost on a last minute buzzer beater the other game. But for the full 48 minutes, they were playing toe to toe with them. So, not toe to toe, they came back. But so I think if you're a Lakers fan, just somewhat be wary of that. Don't think it's going to be over this quickly, just because if you don't hit that shot, it's a whole different series, and it's a whole different series. Granted, it's not that, so you could be more comfortable, obviously, with being 2-1 up. Jordan Thomas, hello. Hey, thanks for hanging out with us as always. And yes, this should be a crazy one. I'm very interested to see where this series go. I actually thought there was a potential for it to actually be a sweep, but the Celtics really did come out well and pulled it out. Watching some of those matchups early on, was kind of concerning for the Celtics. I think the re-addition of Gordon Hayward has helped them dramatically in game 2, just purely because of the defense. And I think that showing that has helped them move forward. Here we're going to have Rachel Nichols with a nice update. Oh, it's politics. Not allowed to talk politics here. But we do support everything. So put it that way. Here, there's going to be an inbound. This is somebody that we have not seen in a while. Winner of game 4 will win the series. Yes, I agree with you that. I agree with you on that, Jordan, with a nice 2-point jumper there for Tyler Hero. I think this is the decider of the series. If the Heat go up 3-1, they'll win it. If it goes 2-2, it's still 50-50. I think at least. I think Hayward's going to try to get something to the Time Lord, but it is deflected. Really good defense there. And we're going to have actually Hill in for the game, 44 for the Heat. We have not seen him get that much action. And I'll be honest with you, I did not do my commentator's due diligence and research him at all. So I really don't have much information on him either. So if there's any Heat fans out there, I would love to know. But we have not seen Hill play. But out here, he's going to be guarded by Hayward. He's going to stick out and play defense on Kemba. Kemba is fouled before the shot, and it's going to stay on the floor. You done it. Is that Haslam? He's got quite the gray beard right here. We got to respect it, though. Kemba gets it back up to Jalen. Jalen's going to be guarded by Hero. Jalen gets a step, runs into Bam. Gordon for 3. He's off. Bam's going to leave. There's something funny about Bam bringing the ball up the court, just like a 7-footer bringing the ball up like that. And then Goran thought he was going to roll harder, but he doesn't. And then, well, they lucked out on that one because Time Lord Williams here ended up tipping it. And the Miami Heat are going to keep the ball. Goran's going to get it into Bam on the post and the block. Goran's going to go for the handoff, use the Bam screen again, see if there's anything available there. No. Hero at the top of the floor, going to drive right. He's going to go all the way to the basket. Nice finish high off glass on Kemba Walker right there. Nice job for Hero getting involved early in the game here. Those are his 2 first buckets. Gordon's going to have the opportunity to take another 3. He does, and he's long on that 3. 2 quick misses there for Gordon Hayward. That was an unbelievable move by Dragic, and he cannot finish it at the rim. Iggy, wait. Sorry, I didn't know what to call there because Williams went up for it, totally got fouled by Iggy. It wasn't called, and then he came back down with it, and then they called a foul, and then there's an and one. Unless he got all ball there, which he may have, but it didn't look like it from kind of the experience. And then Robert Williams is going to come up to the free throw line and not be able to hit that one. The Miami Heat will be able to still keep a 2-point lead here. Dragic all the way, but too high for Bam. Oh, it was going to be another beautiful alley-oop. They're absolutely cooking on this pick and roll. Absolutely cooking on the pick and roll. Jason Tatum's going to get ahead of steam. Nope. Find Brown in the corner. Hill's on the defense. Then Tatum's going to step over that and shoot. Hill went under the screen, which allowed that Tatum shot, but it's off. Dragic pushing the floor. Dragic is going to use the Bam screen. They're going to roll off of that all the way. Dragic kicks it out to Iggy. Iggy for 3. No. Does not hit the shot. Jason Tatum is 0 for 3, 0 for 2. Does not hit any of his shots today. Gordon Hayward's going to try to penetrate, go on Hero. No success. Tatum tries. Everybody leaves him alone. But the only reason he was alone was because of the offensive foul call. I think Williams came down and pretty much extended the screen. Yeah, wait. What? Oh, no. It wasn't a screen. It was Tatum pushed off blatantly with the forearm there. I can totally see that. That was good. Good call. He was right there, the referee. Goran Dragic is going to get the ball stolen here by Kemba, but the Heat are going to be able to retake or retain possession. Sorry. Oh, it's Solomon Hill. I can't believe I didn't put 2 and 2 together. My apologies, Solomon Hill. Dragic for 3. No good. Brown driving, thinking about kicking it out. Good defense by, wow, they're actually going to call Dragic on that. I thought that was really good defense. He was kind of with him the whole way. Okay. I'd like to see a replay of that, but I thought it was pretty good defense by Dragic. Probably not a good foul to give up either, though, if he actually did foul him here. No, it's perfect defense. It's not a foul. Bad call. Brown will hit the first, though. Really good defense by Dragic. Poor guy. Dragic will have the ball on the court here. He's going to bring it up the floor. Guarded by Hero. Hero gets the ball. He's going to be guarded by Tatum. Uses the Bam screen. Hero's trying to navigate through it. Eventually gets it to Bam. And Bam's going to just have to put it up for a layup. Good foul there by Dragic, not allowing Bam to just get the 2 easy points there. Good foul by Hayward. Sorry, got the G's mixed up. Dragic, Goran, Hayward. It all kind of ends up being the same after a while. Bam hits the first free throw. Jerome Allen, the Celtics coach assistant. Bam to slowly and consider his second shot here. Takes the second and he hits. So it is a 3-point lead for the Miami Heat with a minute remaining in the first quarter. Whoa, Wanamaker dribbles off his back foot. That could have been a problem. Gets it to Ojale. Williams back out to right now. It's kind of, I don't totally understand it. Tyler Hero's going to get into the paint. He's going to find Iggy. I think Iggy should have shot that one 100%. He was being left alone on an island right there. Bam's not going to really know what to do here. He's got to get the ball off. He's going to get it to Crowder. Crowder for 3, and he's going to be off from the top of the key. Not necessarily the shot they were looking for. Tatum with Iggy guarding him. Old versus young, maybe a changing of the guard. Hayward comes up for the screen. Tatum says no. Wanamaker comes up, has Hero on him. Then Crowder switches on, long 3-pointer, and nothing goes. Miami will be taking a 1-point lead into the second quarter. A pretty free-flowing and I would say a pretty good start to the game. I would say for not necessarily both teams. I think there's both teams can definitely have something to work on here. I would definitely say that Gordon Hayward, or not Gordon Hayward, just the Miami Heat. I think there was really good ball movement for the start, right? For the beginning of the quarter, it was going pretty well. They were moving the ball around. There were some possessions where it was like, wow, this is absolutely Heat basketball, and we're going back to it. And then kind of like later in the quarter, it started to be a little different than that. Started to go to iso ball. Jordan Thomas has it pretty right. I think both teams actually sort of fell into their isolation ball a little too much towards the end of the quarter, but that sometimes does happen when you're running away from the sets. I also think the lineup right now, I'm blanking so hard, sorry, that the lineup that the Celtics are actually running right now is something very odd. We've never seen something like this. We've never seen Williams, Wanamaker, Ojale, Tatum, and Hayward on the court together before. I don't know if they're just trying to get a rest to Brown. I know Brown has 2 fouls, maybe trying to give Kemba a rest, and they're trying to move things around that way. But just never seen this group of people on the floor before. So not exactly sure on this, on how that's going. 1 second. I do need to do one thing. Yeah. So something there at the end of the game, actually. So they actually did have the zone thrown at them. Granted, it wasn't with like all the players on the court. It wasn't like Jason Tatum was out there, but Jaylen Brown wasn't. Kemba wasn't. So it was a little different how they were actually going to be able to break it down. But definitely interesting to see where it'll come from when it does happen. You see Spoelstra kind of like try to throw it in random times at the end of quarters, trying to make things a little more difficult. Here they're showing a replay of 4 Dre play of Bam Adebayo's alley-oop there. If Dragic and Bam were able to connect a little more, they would have had at least 2 more dunks from Bam from that entire situation. It was pretty spot on, pretty solid as well from him. So I think moving forward here, I think the Celtics are going to. I think they need to get back to more necessarily their core, their ball movement, and they got to find a way to get Tatum going. I don't know necessarily what's going on with Tatum, but Tatum can't be 0 for 5 and get 0 points and you're going to win this game. So one way or another, Tatum's got to get going, or Kemba and Jaylen have to somehow carry the load 1,000%. Because if Tatum's going to be shooting this poorly, this is going to be an issue for the Celtics, and they're going to lose this game. Saying it right now if Tatum doesn't score. For the Heat, they're not playing that incredibly. Dragic just made a few lazy passes. There's a few turnovers there. I'm sure if I look at the statistics, which I definitely should, and I will, you're going to see probably more turnovers from the Heat. Basically just wasting possessions and actually just losing out on the possessions as well. So that is something to keep an eye out for. And then Rachel Nichols is matching Brad Stevens with the blue polo. Got to respect that. I'm in. I like that. But here we're going to have a restart of the game. Gordon Hayward's going to be going off the screen. Wanamaker's going to drive to his right, find Tatum out there, and Crowder will get a nice deflection. Great defense from the Miami Heat. Yeah, from the Miami Heat. And I don't know why sometimes it shows that my brother thinks his mic is on. And I don't know how to mute him, so you're just gonna have to deal with, I guess, my the other commentator just talking on this. I don't know how else. Hey, this is a really nice picture of Gordon Theodore Hayward. That was pretty good. And then Adebayo's going to get stripped, and Wanamaker's going to go down the entire court and the entire length. Really good D from Williams and Wanamaker. Maybe we're actually finding out why Brad Stevens put them in for a spark like this one, and maybe a turnover on defense, more intensity, something a little different. Hero's going to step into that elbow line jumper and hit it. Beautiful rhythm and beautiful shot for Hero. Good work in the gym from the youngster. Yeah, 1 assist the whole quarter is really bad. Like, it is really bad. Williams is the only one with another assist, and it was gotten off that one. And I think that's going to be a goaltend from Hayward. But hey, props to him for getting up on one leg like that. Really good for him. But I think it was a goaltend. Good call by the referees. Still running with this lineup, Brad Stevens is of Hayward, Williams, Wanamaker, Tatum, and Ojale. Still not really sure. I think maybe it's something for the defensive end. And as Jordan Thomas brings up here, we're going to have the Heat in a 2-3 zone. It's going to sometimes extend to a 3-2. Hayward's going to shoot for his third shot and hit from 3. Good news for Hayward. He was off a little earlier in the game. Goran Dragic brings the ball up the court, and he's going to look for Jimmy Butler. He's going to use the screen from Bam. He's going to actually go in, get his own rebound. Hero's going to pump fake Tatum away, shoot the 3, and hit it. Tyler Hero's hitting most. Has he missed? He's 4 or 5. Yeah, exactly. He's feeling it right now. He's getting into his rhythm. He's getting to his shots. Not good news for the Celtics. Here, the 2-3 zone is impacted here. You see how the Celtics are running someone in the middle and someone behind. Look where Time Lord is at the bottom. Always someone creeping at the paint there, and that's going to be a charge from Wanamaker. Really good defense from the Heat. Once again, this wrench has been thrown at the Miami against the Celtics. Nice pump fake, easy, relax, nice shot from Hero. And then we're going to see the foul here. I mean, yeah, he takes it. He lowers his shoulder. It's a 50-50 call. You can call it one way or you can call it the other way. For me, it's fine. You'll never get full agreement from both sides on that call. Unfortunately, they're going to run pretty much the same play. The Miami Heat with they ran the same exact play, but Crowder doesn't hit. He was the one in the quarter, not Hero this time. Ojale is going to bring the ball up the court. Fine, Wanamaker. Wanamaker's going to get it to Smart. Smart's going to drive all the way, guarded by Hero. No basket. Marcus Smart takes a pretty hard tumble, but as always, gets his butt down the floor with pure athleticism and strength. Bam should, I think, gone up for that one perfectly. He was right at the rim and then handed it to Crowder, which may have not been the best decision at the end of the day. Hero's going to go off the screen. He's going to end up discarding Marcus Smart. Then he's going to take the jumper and hit it from the free throw line. Wow, he's got 11. He's cooking right now. I mean, this is I'm not going to say it's danger zone, but let's see here. Oh, he kind of does push Smart. I'm not going to lie. He sort of pushes him, but it's one of those loose ball scenarios where it's kind of hard to necessarily call that or not. But the main difference here that we're looking at is basically the Miami bench. I mean, you can consider Tyler Hero a bench player, but the guy, he's playing out of his mind right now, and he's making up for all the slack that everybody else is having. And then you take a full look at the Celtics, and you're like, what is going on? But then you look at the score, and you're like, wait, the Celtics are still only down 5. Huh. They're playing this badly. Tatum's missing all these shots. They're still only down 5, and they only have 1 assist other than the Wanamaker breakaway. So they have 2 assists on the game. I'm going to say, as a Celtics fan, you should be pretty happy you're only down 5 at this stage in the game, to be clear. But definitely not looking good if the Celtics are able to pile on the pain, as corny as that may necessarily sound. But that's pretty much the situation they're in right now. I want to pull up the stats just because I'm mainly curious about the turnovers. The Celtics have 6 turnovers. Wow, and the Miami Heat have actually 0. All right, so I was completely wrong about that. The Miami Heat with 0 turnovers, but the Celtics have 6 turnovers. How many of those are steals? 2 are steals, and then 4 of them are unforced turnovers. So that actually makes this game, statistically, if you're looking at it, in favor of almost the Celtics, because they've had 6 turnovers. Arguably their best player has missed. Hey, Skarkle and Twitch, how you doing, man? Basically, Tatum's been 0 for 5, so their best player hasn't hit anything. They've turned the ball over 6 times, and they're only down by 5. It's not that bad. It's pretty good. If you're able to get those players going, if you're able to get Tatum going, if you're able to get Kemba, Jaylen Brown, and all of them eventually going and get them in the game, I mean, being down by 5 and playing this badly and missing this bad is pretty good. It's not that, I mean, their defense is at least showing up, you could say, because yes, the Miami Heat are shooting a lot better, but they're also not having a complete field day against their defense, and I think they know that. I think the Celtics are still playing a very defensive game like they did last game, because that was the only way they were going to basically be able to stop them, and they just had to stop the Heat from necessarily scoring. Here we're going to see Heroes 5 of 6. I mean, once again, it's just kind of weird. Like, Butler is only shot 4 times. Like, Dragic is only like, I feel like they're lacking like something else. They're lacking more. My dude live. Yeah, how you doing, conspiracy guy? How you doing? Nice to see you. And we should be starting back up soon again. This is pretty long time out. Classic American television with the ads. But we were back here. Hopefully be able to get the start. And this is going to be a nice replay of the Tyler Hero, just kind of like him getting a rhythm. Here he's coming off that screen, able to hit that jumper. Really nice pump fake on Tatum to get him up in the air too and hit that corner 3. And this is the one where he kind of loses the ball. Some could say he kind of pushes Smart, but off balance, and his feet were not necessarily set. Just trust his beautiful stroke to get it in there. Most consecutive games with 10-plus points by a rookie. Wow, Tyler Hero, 13, and Tatum has 14, so he's got to do one more. Then again, no disrespect to Hero, but I mean, he takes quite a large volume of shots for a rookie, so I kind of understand that. Ah, conspiracy guy. Thank you. Oh my God, he's talking again. I hope you guys can't hear this. I really hope this is just through my. I don't know how to mute him on like Zoom. I don't know how to mute another participant on Zoom. There, I've muted him. Never mind. Okay, problem solved. At least for the Twitch side. On YouTube, you may hear, I guess, my brother talk in the background. And then here, there. Sorry, I totally missed what happened here, but it looks like it's going to go out of play. I think it was Tice. I think they thought about it, looked at it, um, and it worked out there for them. And then it's going to go back to Hero. Dragic is going to use the screen from Bam. Bam with the handoff finds Jimmy Butler curling to the elbow line jumper. Finds Crowder. Crowder's going to step back, shoot the three. Not the greatest shot there. I think the hesitation to step back and shoot the three. I think you kind of kept moving the ball with around 10 or 15 seconds left in the shot clock. Quick shot for the Miami Heat there. Wanamaker drives, and I mean, Hero basically lost his head there. And no call there, but hey, fair enough. Hero's going to go off of the Bam screen, find himself all the way to the baseline, kick it out to Jimmy for three. Jimmy can't hit, unfortunately. Jason Tatum. Here's going to throw it up to Tice. And wow, surprising no call. I totally thought that was going to be foul on Hero. Hero definitely got a hand in there, I would say. But really nice play. Nice finish. Nice use of the screen and roll. And then Goran's going to eventually take the timeout there for the Heat. So good on him. I'm not sure what they were necessarily complaining about here. I think it's just it's just bad defense from Hero and Bam. But in that situation too, when you have someone rolling so hard and someone coming down, so now we go with only just a minute of content. Then we go straight back to listening to me talk. So another thing to kind of touch on is the lack of there's kind of like a lack of fouls and lack of free throws for this entire game so far, and also just the shooting percentages for both teams. I can't necessarily tell if this is like a defensive thing or this is actually just both teams are shooting really poorly so far, and I think just both teams are shooting really poorly so far. Because they're shooting, the Heat are shooting 27% from three, and the Celtics are shooting 30% from three. So they're not getting necessarily anything from the line, and they're both shooting basically the same percentage from the field, right around 46%. So in that sense, it may not necessarily be it's still a pretty tough shooting night for both of them. That's why the game's so close. I still am pretty confused and pretty lost in the fact that the Heat have this tendency to cause turnovers and have the other team turn the ball over, and they just don't really execute off of points off a turnover or necessarily even in fast breaks too, which is pretty odd, especially for Miami Heat team. But when you look at the Celtics, them basically having like 6 or 7 turnovers at this point, and the lead is still just only 1. You have to sort of like scratch your head and be like, what's going on? What's happening in this situation? But it's not much to really split the sides right now. But on the other side of things, you do have the Stanley Cup Finals of the Tampa Bay Lightning beating the Dallas Stars 3-1 in the second quarter or second period. I apologize for the hockey fans out there. I actually forget how the series is even going. Oh, it's tied 1-1. Something with the Tampa Bay Lightnings, man. I'm an MSG fan, as most of you guys know that. So I'm a Knicks, Rangers fan, and man, they just always put the hurt on my Rangers. Not that I really ever watched them all that often. Pretty much just watched them when they were good. How are you doing? XM3R Luke, maybe. So sorry if I mispronounce it, repronounce, um, mis repronounce that. I seriously can't talk. It's a lot harder doing these by yourself. My mouth is so dry. And here we got some great. Looks like we got some pretty interesting costumes on the fan thing going. It always just amazes me the people that decide to sit down and do. It's kind of cool, I guess. I think it's kind of a neat idea. I think it would be pretty cool if like they would just throw us on there, like commentating the game, right? Like give us some airtime. He seems like a oh he's eating. That's so cute. He was like, oh no, I ate at the wrong time on national television. Butler's gonna come off out of the timeout, find himself all the way down to the floor, and then he's just gonna steal it from Marcus Smart and get the and one. I don't necessarily that camera angle, as we've always said, is absolutely terrible because the camera angle is placed at probably like 6'5", and all these players are above 6'5", so you can't see anything. But Butler basically drives baseline, drops it down to Iggy. Marcus Smart hits it out of Iggy's hand. He picks it back up. Smart fouls Butler for the layup and the and one. If you're the Miami Heat here, you really got to extend this lead. Like the Celtics are not playing well. Granted, you may not be playing well, but this is kind of like smelling blood. Here they're going to go into the zone once again. The Celtics are trying to figure a way out how to break this down. The Heat went away from this kind of in the last game. They only did it pretty much in the third quarter. Tatum's going to drive all the way. He's going to kick it to Brown. Butler's right there. Really nice contest. It's a last-second shot with the shot clock. Tice gets the rebound on Iggy, and then Marcus Smart steps into a top of the key three and hits. It's a 1-point game, ladies and gentlemen. The Miami Heat are only up by one. It's going to be the same play. Jimmy Butler's going to be by himself with Wanamaker. He's going to just walk back, step back, and shoot a fadeaway jump shot that's going to be really short. Tatum's also going to start beginning to figure out how to break down this defense. Hero guarding Tatum, and Tatum for three. No. And then it goes off of Tatum's foot out of bounds. He did follow his own rebound, and I still think that is 0 for 6 for Tatum, which is tough, I would say. He's 0 for 4 from 3, too. I think he may have to figure out another way out how to kind of like get himself going if he needs to get fouled and then go to the free throw line. But other than that, I don't necessarily see kind of a way back in. Like he's just got to get to the line or get a layup in. Keep shooting the ball. Keep shooting the ball is good for you, but I don't think they're all going to. I mean, eventually you just got to get the ball in the net, an easy one. Iggy's going to be off from the top of the key there as well. It's going to go in and out. Jaylen Brown Jaylen Brown goes in there, just driving towards the basket and then kicks it out, thinking that somebody's kind of in the like elbow 3-point area, and it's just nobody's there. Throws it away. Turnover. Another unforced turnover, but it is a dead ball turnover, which is, of course, extremely advantageous. Or not as advantageous as a live ball turnover. Jimmy Butler's just going to step into a really easy 2-point jumper, but miss. Marcus Smart then steps into a 3-point jumper, and he's off the mark there. Tice is going to get the rebound, and then Iggy gets the ball out of Tice's hand. He gets it back. Hero's going to step into a 3. Hero shoots. Hero's off. Jaylen Brown eventually gives the ball to Kemba. Kemba was demanding the ball and screaming in his ears, demanding the ball. And then a lot of hand fighting there, but the Heat are able to get away. Hero with the layup all the way. He's going to get fouled by Smart. And Smart, of course, is going to be asking for a review on that. But I think there was enough body contact to where it's going to maintain itself a foul. Yeah, Bobby the Mile is right in chat. I mean, this shooting is awful from both of these teams. I mean, we're literally almost at the 5-minute mark. We're not even going to be at 40 points. This is one of the worst off, like shooting wise basketball. It's totally a foul. Like you can call that a foul. I think it's a foul. Am I wrong? I think you like I don't know. Like he goes up, makes contact. I mean, I guess it's not a foul, but I've seen that called a foul so many times. Like, how can you not? He goes straight up, he's vertical, but then he does bring his hand down. I mean, he doesn't make any contact with his hand. I don't know. But you also have to think about it, right? Like if you're the offensive player there and you don't call that foul, like dude, they're gonna go nuts. Like Spoelstra will be getting teed up for that at that point. Like it's so outrageous to not call it. But I see it. I understand. Hero's going to get stuck on his feet there. Kemba gets in trouble, gets it back. Jaylen Brown, elbow line jumper, easy turnaround, miss, actually. They're missing a lot of easy shots. A lot of these aren't even contested shots. Like, I don't know. And then Hero loses the ball right there. It's a 4-on-2 for the Celtics. Smart passes to the end line. Probably should have been a charge. Kemba shoots for 3. It's an air ball. Gordon gets a rebound and misses the layup. Oh, my God. This is a disaster. Oh, my Lord. Iggy's going to use the screen, get it to Hero. Hero's totally man block there. Then he uses the Iggy stream, walks into a shot, and he's off. Not the I don't understand like the feeding of like forcing the shot down for one player. Kemba just goes off of that screen, steps in, and hits it. It's a tie game. I've never seen the Celtics play this bad and also be in the game like this. I mean, the shooting is just kind of abysmal for everybody at this point, other than Tyler Hero. But Tyler Hero has now missed like mostly all his shots since he caught fire and hit 5 in a row. Jimmy Butler's going to drive on Tice, step back, easy jump shot. Tice was asking for a push off there, but doesn't get one. Kemba Walker's going to hesitate and then just run into an absolute brick of a wall. And Andre Iguodala, I don't really know what Iggy could have done there, right? I don't know. Let's see this one. There is some extension there. It wasn't like it was this part got extended. This part didn't get extended. So like there was no full arm extension, but this was extended, which is still questionable. Very questionable for Jimmy right there. Smart, top of the key, is going to step back on Dragic. No shot for him. Hero's going to bring it up the floor, slowing it down a little bit. See, this is the thing about the Heat. They almost slow it down sometimes to get too much in their sets, which, I mean, they do a very good job of. And then Bam's going to get called for an illegal screen. It's going to be a turnover for the Heat. And this game will continue Friday at 8:30. We should be back to be able to bring this game to you here at Real Live Sports. So tune in for the Eastern Conference Game 5. That's what I will be doing with my Friday night, bringing the game to you all. Here we're going to have Kemba at the top of the key. He's going to get it to Hayward. That's going to drive in really slowly and methodically and somehow draw a foul on Robinson. That's going to be his third. I'd like to see it again. Once again, every single time they put this camera angle, we can't see anything. I mean, nobody can see anything. I don't know who keeps telling the producers and stuff like this is a great angle. They need to get rid of it. Gordon Hayward's going to hit that shot. I mean, at this point, the shooting's so bad that it's going to be so tight at the end that it's going to just come down to like a final shot. I mean, classic NBA game, right? But I think that's sort of what's on the cards for right now. Gordon to shoot the second, and he hits. Bam goes down low, has the screen, and then he's going to get called for a travel on that. Good defense from the Miami Heat. Once again, it was the pick and roll with Dragic on Bam. They're just slightly both a little off, I would have to say. They're not exactly getting it to where it needs to go. Jaylen Brown's going to step in here, guarded by Iggy. The 2-3 zone is set, as always. It becomes a normal thing now. Tyler Hero does a good job getting that offensive rebound away from Tice. Hero's going to have a head of steam, go down, dribble left, find Bam. Bam slams. 2-point lead for the Miami Heat. 3 minutes left in the second quarter of the game. Jimmy Butler's trying to rally up the troops. 2-3 zone is set. Tice screens. Ball goes to Kemba. Kemba drives, tries to penetrate, gets it to Smart. Smart shoots the 3. Hero is going to rebound. I think Smart's trying to draw the foul like way too much on these last shots. He just needs to focus and shoot the ball. I know that sounds like super dad and super like, but I've seen it now. He keeps kicking his leg out and he's trying to draw the foul. Just shoot the ball. Just try to make it. It's better for everybody. And then Tyler Hero's going to make a runner and shoot it straight off the backboard. Bob Knight would be proud of using the glass right there. Credit to him. Tyler Hero, 6 of 9, 15 points so far. And then Jaylen Brown's going to be sitting at the bottom of the defense right there. So that's what I've always been saying. That's what I've been always kind of calling out. When they run the 2-3, they're always going to have someone sit at the bottom under the basket right by the block. So when the defense necessarily moves up, it's an easy pass from behind and it's easy score. Dragic is going to put that one up. And then it's actually going to go in, believe it or not. I don't think it counts as a bucket, though. Or, wait. No, he's going to the line. They're going to count this. Not a good angle. Got to see where Bam's blocking where the foot is. That's a 3. It's totally a 3. And then they will subsequently challenge the call. I think it was I would assume it's the Boston Celtics challenging to take off the 3 points and to not have it be a foul call. Now, if they're questioning the foul call, I think the bucket still counts because the only thing you can technically challenge is the call, right? Unless it's deemed that it was an offensive foul and then it was a turnover before the shot even went up, right? So there's 2 ways this can go. They can take the points off the board, and that means it's an offensive foul. They can keep the points on the board and say it was not a foul, and he just hit the 3-point shot, and that's it. There was no foul. Or they can just stick with it, say it was foul, and he goes to the line and shoots 1. So there's 3 options here. I didn't really get the greatest look at it. I was sort of going back between screens and also looking at the food that has been sitting in front of me for the past now hour and 8 minutes. I've not been able to eat yet. I'm starving and it hurts, but that's what happens when you're riding solo. Here's going to be the call. I think they're going to call it a foul anyways. Because he like puts his... Yeah, a chance at a 4-point play. They're going to say that the contact. So like, this is kind of what I was saying. Like Gordon still puts the contact while he's shooting with the forearm. Even if he doesn't push, the contact's made, which also means that I'll eat it at halftime. So the contact's made right on him, and that's the foul call. Like the afterward motion of Goran coming up and shooting, like he's in a shooting motion. He's not trying to like knock the guy's head off, right? Like he's in the shooting motion. So the foul call came before the actual quote unquote charge or offensive foul they were talking about. I still don't really know what Brad Stevens is that upset about. I think he just doesn't think the contact was really made and it was just completely initiated by Gordon, or completely initiated by Goran. Anyways, here, Jason Tatum, maybe he can get it going here. He doesn't. He passes it off to Gordon. Now Tatum again at the top of the key using the tight screen, passes it to the Gordon. Gordon fakes the pass, and then Kemba's going to tip it back, and he tips it right back to Hero. Hero's going to go all the way, and he's going to get blocked by Tatum. Kind of a wild second right there. I sort of lost the call. I didn't know what was happening, but ultimately, it ends up being a turnover from the Celtics off of the missed shot from Hayward. So he's 1 for 4 from 3. Bam's going to post up for the inbounds, and they're going to run Jimmy off of him. Jimmy gets it back to Bam, finds Hero in the corner. Again, pump fakes, pumps again, has Crowder by himself. Crowder can't complete the excitement. Jaylen Brown's going to be pushing the ball down the court. You have Jaylen Brown's going to use the tight screen. Brown's got to get himself going here. Nice block by Crowder, but didn't even matter. He walked beforehand. I mean, wheels are kind of come off for the Celtics here. I'm not going to lie, with these 2 turnovers here, and the Heat have to push. They have to continue pushing for the lead here. If you're a Celtics fan, if you go into this like down by 10 or 8, you're chilling. Like, this is fine. This is not that crazy because you've been playing really bad. Bam or Goran's going to use the Bam screen, and then Bam's going to get the rebound from the Goran shot, and Bam just gets nice position and finishes with a nice easy jump hook or drop step. Not even a jump hook. Kemba's going to be guarded by Crowder. Extreme size mismatch. Tice sets the screen. Butler, they're into the 2-3 zone. Brown's going to penetrate, go into Bam. He scores. 6-point lead now. Goran here is going to be guarded by Gordon Hayward. He's going to drive to his left. There's still action, back screening action for the Miami Heat here. Not much is really occurring. Bam's going to set up the screen. They're setting up the pick and roll. Bam's going to roll all the way. Jimmy Butler's going to be at the bottom. He's going to be on the block. He tries to put up a quick shot, and then Butler's still fighting for the rebound. Crowder got shoved down low, but no call. Think it was clean. Tatum brings it up the court. Only a 6-point game, and then Tice is going to Crowder fouls Tice, I guess. But Crowder ends up on the floor. Okay. Let's see it again. Okay. What? How is that what? I guess I could see if Crowder was holding on to him. But technically it's a moving screen, right? Maybe it was because the contact was initiated prior, and then it was the foul call. And here we're going to have Kemba guarded by Crowder. They like this matchup to Miami Heat. Iggy's there for the switch. Iggy, Tatum, now still Crowder on Kemba. Really good defender there, Crowder. Kemba tries to extend, doesn't get anything. Bam's going to bring it up the floor. Bam's going to think about getting it to Hero, doesn't. He's going to have to shoot the 3. Bam shoots the 3, and it's an air ball. So that will be it for the first half of the Miami Heat and the Boston Celtics. It is a 6-point lead for the Miami Heat here. They're going to be taking this lead into the halftime. We have around 15 minutes here. I'm going to try to talk for some of it, but I'm also going to probably eat for some of it too. So apologize about that. But I think you should be fine on that sense. 1 second. I need to bring this up. Okay, so just a kind of a little stats dive just as we go into the break here. Just pulling them up real quick. Turn this off. Great. All right, so highlight here. Have to say, Jason Tatum 0 for 6. Big problem. I don't know what's going on. I'm not going to say he looks bad. I don't know if it's mental. I don't know if it's physical. I don't know if he's injured or something like that, but he's just got to take this halftime, relax, take it easy, and get in his rhythm. Because right now he's not. I actually think he's shooting too many threes. I think shooting four threes is not that's not really going to get you in rhythm. If you already miss 4 and you miss your 2 other shots, go down low, try to get a fadeaway jump shot, something like that. Just get in your rhythm type thing. Don't just keep jacking up shots. I understand there's a tendency, especially in the NBA, when you're a shooter, it's just keep on shooting. Yeah, keep on shooting, but shoot good shots. Don't just shoot threes, right? Shoot your game. And Tatum's game isn't just solely 3-pointers. He's got so much to his game. He drives, he can fade away, he can post up. He can do so many things. He's got an incredible game. Just go to something else that he's practiced. He has bread and butter type thing. That's the only thing I'm necessarily saying in that regard. Kemba Walker not playing. I wouldn't say he's playing that incredibly, but he is 50% from the field. He does have 12 points. Brown with 10 points as well, shooting a little higher than 50% from the field. Nobody else really scoring that much for the Celtics. You would have to say the only person close to them is Marcus Smart with 7 points. Everybody else, Hayward with 5, Williams with 4, Wanamaker with 4. I have to say the Time Lord did pretty good for the amount of time he was playing. Got 8 minutes, 4 points, 3 offensive rebounds. Wow, it's actually pretty insane. So now this is... Oh, okay. This makes sense now. Okay. So all the turnovers from the take care, Bobby, if you gotta go eat, man. Peace. The big thing here is actually the fact that the Celtics have 6 offensive rebounds and the Heat have 3, which you may not necessarily think is a big deal, but when you're necessarily looking at the turnover statistics, and the Heat have literally 6 turnovers to the Celtics 11. So they literally have double. Like those offensive rebounds make up for turnovers because those basically the missed shot is a turnover, and then most likely off those offensive rebounds, you're getting a 3-point shot or a two. So that's actually making up the difference, and why the Celtics are actually like so in the game still is because of those offensive rebounds and those putbacks, those second chance points, is giving them second opportunities, and that's been the key for them. They don't obviously the Celtics are going to always be less on the amount of shots they put up because of the turnovers, but the offensive rebound at least gets them to the point where maybe they can at least close the gap, and they got the gap close to around 6 points, which is exceptional for them. I would have to say in the position they're in. Um, so next thing here is the kind of the Miami Heat and the way they're trending. Bam Adebayo has been playing really well. I have to say his motion with Goran Dragic has been really good as well. He's been playing it the right way. They've been going about it the right way, but they've just been off slightly, I would have to say, just in a little bit of not communication, but the passes for the slams, for all that type of stuff, just slightly off, I would say. But they're doing what they necessarily need to do. I want to see Jimmy Butler get more involved. I know you must be like, oh, get more involved. You already got 10 shots. Doesn't matter. Jimmy Butler's the best player on the floor for the Heat. He's got to shoot. The ball's got to be in his hands. He's got all the focus on him. Got to get him going. They're doing a lot better job getting him going than they did the last game. Goran, again, kind of struggling this game too. So you're kind of running into the same tendencies as the last game. The only reason the Miami Heat are up is pretty much Tyler Hero is the only one on their team shooting shots. Everybody else, besides Bam, is shooting an awful percentage. I mean, you're looking at Jimmy Butler, he's shooting 40%, not the worst. Goran Dragic, less than around like 35-40%. 3 divided by 8, I can't do math. Tyler Hero 6-10. He's the one shooting 60%. I mean, everybody else, Jay Crowder's 1 for 6, having an abysmal shooting night, which is kind of becoming a trend, by the way. But nobody else is really shooting well in the Heat. They're perfect from the line, which is extremely good to see. But also here, the minutes from Hero is definitely what's saving this team at the moment, I would have to say. I will take a quick bathroom break. So I'm going to put the stream on just like a be right back thing. And then I will be back and it will be restarting back in about give me like 5 minutes or so. Pretty much. But the YouTube side, so by the way, the YouTube side, those cameras will not turn off. So those cameras will pretty much be on the whole time. I should probably just leave my camera on and just say I'll be right back in 5 minutes. That's what I'm going to do. I'll be right back in like 3 to 4 minutes. I just need to fill up my water and stuff. Y'all can watch me over there, or I'll just make you watch the sky, which also works. Hey, Mark. Yeah, the Brita was almost empty. I didn't refill it in time. Sorry. And hey, Mark Hathaway, sorry about that. Take a quick break, real quick. It's go. Unfortunately, the my brother, the other caster, is not able to make it today. So it's just gonna be me. But it doesn't matter. And unfortunately, I had to finish my dinner. So, but hey, it's a good time to do it. We're in halftime right now. Um, so not a bad thing. I do. The one thing I do have to say though, I'm curious. Kind of just a question in general, like how this game has been going for the YouTube side and the Twitch side. Like, what are your just like sort of general? I don't know, Mark, if you've been watching this game yet, but like, what's your general opinion of this game so far? I don't really know what to take from it. I feel like they're just both playing really badly, or not even playing badly, just not hitting shots. Really is for me kind of been the issue. And also another reminder: set your fantasy lineups. By the way, um, just in case, because there's a game tomorrow, so don't forget. I have to say, I did do well in fantasy this week. I won both of my games. Pretty pumped about it. Um, oh my god, doctor was trying to administer pain killing injection, and then the doctor punctured Tyrod Taylor's lung. What? No shot does that doctor ever practice again. That is so bad. The NFL Players Association is investigating the injury. Garoppolo out Wednesday, likely the rest of the week. Wow. Imagine going to your team doctor, getting a painkiller shot, and then you just get your lung punctured. Like, what? This is the worst thing possible. Imagine being a head coach and hearing that. It would be the worst thing in the world. But I do have to say, I'm very sorry for all the injuries that happened in the NFL this week. It was really tough. Like Saquon, there's been a lot of injuries in total, and it's pretty tough to see. I hate this part about the NFL. Um, it's like by week 1 or 2, you just start getting these piles of injuries, and it's just like feels so bad for these people. Hey, Sahil, how are you doing? No, sorry, we're just talking about the NFL. There were some. I was reading reports of just the injuries, and Tyrod Taylor, he's the LA Chargers quarterback, and he went for a painkiller shot before the game, and the doctor ended up puncturing his lungs while administering the shot. And with a punctured lung, you can't really play for a while. So I just kind of, and you just see like the scroll and the entire table of all the people that get injured. It's just sad. It stinks. I would have to say I'm really glad. I'm really glad it doesn't happen in basketball so much, like the injuries. Obviously, there's not that much contact. The tone of the game is like the earlier ones. He used to be small, but always from reserves. They don't. Yeah. So I'll take a bite. So I agree, Mark. I think this is actually pretty similar to like game 1 and 2. Both, but Sahil, I feel like both teams have been sloppy too. They've been like really, yeah, that's fair. But typically, so it actually I take that back. Sort of the game 1s and 2s were sort of flipped, right? It was the Celtics coming out in front, the Heat playing kind of like trash, and then Heat winning second half, and that's been the game. Now it's like the Celtics are playing really badly. The Heat also are not playing that great. They have the lead. So do the Celtics win second half now? I don't know, but you're right in the sense of like they both have the same like feel to them. It's slightly off. It's slightly odd to me, just how this game's going. Like Crowder shooting 1 for 6, Iggy 1 for 3. I mean, just nobody's even shooting well. And that was the other thing I wanted to look at. I wanted to look at the assists. The Heat have 10 assists, and the Celtics have 12 assists. I feel like that's just not that many, right? For a whole half, I feel like 10 assists in a half is pretty bad. Well, yes and no, I guess, because if you look at the stats, they've only made 19 shots, so they've assisted more than 50% of their shots. So statistically, if you look at it that way, it's actually pretty good. And then for the Celtics, they've made 16 of their shots, assisted 12. So actually, like the assists to points and actual field goals is like pretty high. But in general, I think it's also just skewed because they're not hitting any field goals to begin with, or any shots to begin with. The Celtics have left 3 points at the free throw line. Nothing too crazy. Just to talk about, this is what I wanted to say. Wanted to update you on the stream for tomorrow. The stream for tomorrow will be, I actually have, so I don't think we're going to be able to do the basketball game at night. So I apologize about that. But we may be able to do the EFL Cup of Lincoln City versus Liverpool. The only problem to this, if I can't figure a way out how to watch the game, granted, I will figure out a way to watch the game, but I need to make sure I can actually commentate on that stream. Like the stream may be so bad that I can't actually commentate on it. So that will be a possibility to be able to bring to you EFL Cup tomorrow at 2:45 for Liverpool. Should be a pretty easy game. The reason why I want to watch it, I want to watch the new signings and everything like that. But then on Friday, we're going to be bringing to you Game 5 of this, which bringing you Game 5. And so my YouTube stream stopped and broke, and it seems like we're live again. So let's get right back into it. It seems like this halftime went by way quicker. I guess talking to yourself and when you're having fun with chat, things kind of zoom on by. So should be getting back to this here shortly. And here we go. Marcus Smart with the ball at the top of the key. Sorry, that's really loud. And then Marcus Smart's going to kick it out to Tatum here. Tatum's going to think about shooting. He doesn't. And he's going to run straight into Bam. It's going to be an offensive foul call. Yeah, 100% there. Tatum's a little worried about that, but I do think he did run straight into him. And honestly, this fruit is great, but you guys are more important, so I'll eat it after. Duncan Robinson thinks about shooting the three. He doesn't. Duncan Robinson then gets it, passes it to Dragic. Dragic for three. He doesn't hit.
Well, friend. I hope you didn't think you were going to have all the fun this evening.
I thought I'd muted you.
Oh, too bad, because I unmuted myself. And so here we are with Kemba Walker on that missed shot and the rebound going to Jimmy Butler. Miami, South Beach, buddy, up 50-44. For once, they're actually not trailing at halftime.
This game's been awful, though. I'm not like
what
quality
have I
of
missed?
basketball. Quality of basketball has been abysmal.
Oh boy, lots of missed shots back and forth here. Both teams not quite getting in it.
And your boy Jason Tatum is dropping a nice 0 for right now, goose egg. So.
Oh, Tatum with the goose egg? Well, maybe the blue shirt is going to give him some Duke power.
Yeah, I would hope so. But at least it has been a close game. So there is that to be to say.
I have to say, Jimmy Butler, a bit of a politician in the sense that he's flipping positions on, at the start of game 3, he was like, oh, we love being down. That's exactly where, we want. And now he's like, you know what? I'm sick of losing. I'm sick of being down late in the game after losing that one game. So I don't know. He flips positions like a politician, I suppose. But in this case, looks like they're up. And so Marcus Smart to Tatum.
This is what I was saying. Tatum's got to get to this type of movement right there.
The isolation.
Score that.
No,
it's really bad, dude.
Well, Tice cleans it up nicely for him there down on the low block. One more rebound and 2 more points for Tice. And the foul, and give him a foul too while you're at it. Why not? Thanks everybody for joining us. Apologies for being late. Unfortunately, being on the West Coast, it's still well within working hours here of when this game started. Actually, what shouldn't be working hours, but I suppose they are. In any case, oh my goodness, the down low. What a block by Jaylen Brown to get that out of Robinson. Robinson had a clean 2 points there, and Jaylen Brown just swats it away. All right, tell me more. What have I missed here?
Sorry. Tyler Hero absolutely popping off in the first half. Literally the only reason the Heat have this lead is because of Tyler Hero.
Sounds like what he was doing in game 2.
And then Duncan Robinson has been absolutely shooting to the moon and hasn't hit anything at all the entire game. He's been in foul trouble around 3. 3 fouls. Unfortunate night for Robinson in his shooting. I mean, but then again, nobody's had more of an unfortunate night than Tatum. I've been saying this over and over again about Tatum, though. Like, you just got to get him to like he's shot too many threes already. He's 0 for 7. He shot 4 threes. You're not going to get hot like just chucking up threes. Just like get him to the post, get him to drive, have him get fouled, run a play for him. I feel like Brad Stevens got to try to get him more, like just get him a bucket.
Well,
make him feel confident.
This is the one where you kind of want your player to drive to the hoop, get himself fouled, get to the free throw line, see one go through at least. And
there's another foul.
I also wanted shooter, by the way.
No, I also wanted to I didn't do this, but we did get a foul from. Oh my God. I didn't bring my pen, so I didn't write it down, which is pretty embarrassing. But there was a foul from the Heat in like the first quarter, 6:46, and then Goran Dragic actually got fouled, hit the shot for an and one on a 4-point play. Brad Stevens challenged it, and it was deemed a foul, and he scored it anyways.
Oh, so he lost the challenge. Nobody in this game liked Davis, LeBron, or Adebayo. The problem with that is that two of those three are actually on the same team, which happen to be the Lakers. But did you already discuss Lakers Nuggets?
I sort of did. I don't think that many people were on at the beginning, so we can touch on it later because I actually have a pretty interesting take. And I'm trying to actually think what was in this food. It's like sun-dried tomato pasta and chicken, Mark. It's pretty good.
Are we going through the what Franny? Is this?
Oh, I haven't eaten yet.
Okay,
so.
well, yeah. Well, that's where the Quest protein bars come in handy.
I'm just gonna eat it after stream at this point. Marcus Smart's gonna shoot it and miss from the corner there.
Jay Crowder down with the rebound and Miami back going the other way.
To kind of just general psyche of the game, the Miami Heat, like if they were not missing this many shots, they'd be winning by 20.
Well, 4 of 19 and 5, right? So they're shooting about 20% each.
Yes, yeah, they're playing awful, like awful. It's so bad. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm looking at this game. I'm just like, I don't know.
I think it was Bobby that said respect the blue polo for Brad Stevens.
Yeah,
I think he was like, and then
he also said this is the worst 3-point shooting I've ever seen. And I think he had dinner.
Yeah, well,
and then Goran's going to shoot for 3. He hesitates, puts it up, and hey, there's a 3.
We got one. It's like an endangered species.
Probably not in the right direction if you want this game to be close.
That's okay. Well, the 3-1, I mean, we've seen teams come back from 3-1 more than once in this series. Nice floater there by Kemba. Well done getting into the lane there.
Kemba's also been getting involved more than he has. He's been hitting his shots more than normal.
Still
more than normal, as in we expect him to he's always been missing. Jimmy's been slightly off, but
missing.
But the problem that happened in Game 3 that we were talking about, Jimmy and Goran never got involved.
No, they were completely held out of the damn thing.
In this case, they're shooting pretty badly. Butler's 5 of 11, Goran's 4 of 11, but they're getting involved in the game and they're getting touches, so they're allowing more movement, and I think that's pretty much all they need to do. They just can't play a game and shoot 5 shots.
Well,
right?
so the other difference, the huge difference right off the bat when you tell me about the 3-point shooting and just the volume of shots from 3 is that recall that last game the Celtics scored 60 points in the paint. 60! Yes. 60! Yeah,
which is insane. They just pounded the paint and drove, but the game plan's not like here. I don't understand why they didn't.
They basically were able to finally get Miami out of that zone. I don't know, has Miami gone back
the zone has absolutely been destroying the Celtics today.
But which is bizarre because they were able to beat it in Game 3. So clearly
they had different lineups. So Spoelstra has only been using the zone against certain lineups that the Celtics run now. He uses it against more of the more inexperienced ones, and unfortunately Jimmy's going to be called there. Yeah. Big Jack 729, but do you participate in both chats? Yeah, we got both chats ready to go, buddy.
Of course.
Twitch and YouTube. I'm watching them both.
Yeah. So you can watch on whichever platform you'd like. We like to give the viewers choice. If they want to watch on Twitch,
and
go
this
for
is
it.
some highlights from the couple games ago, I guess. And
no, this is last night.
This
is last night.
Yeah.
This is last night's Jamal Murray's like 3-pointer from the moon, basically. Jaylen Brown in the corner there can't hit that 3. No surprise there on the night, and it's a rebound down to Bam.
Oh, you were talking about you participate in both. That's the man. I love it.
Dragic to Jimmy. Jimmy going to try to back Kemba down here. Left-handed dribbling, going to go right. And Jay Crowder close out by Brown, not good enough, except the shot not good enough, but Crowder's going to just step into another one, and that's still not good enough. Miami's going to get a third shot at it, by the way. This one straight downtown from Dragic, and it still doesn't go. Jimmy Butler still can't get it to hit, and it's out of bounds on Miami, finally, as the only way, because the Celtics just can't bring in a rebound, so Miami may as well give it to them.
If you're Miami, what? Dude,
4 possessions.
You got to score. This is what I said before. Crowder could not be playing worse. Like, he just can't shoot.
Drive, Kemba. Marcus Smart outside. Puts Duncan in the spin cycle. Tice down low. Nice assist by Marcus Smart to Tice. 10-point game. 7 minutes.
I told you.
Crowder drives right in. And he can't hit that one either. Going the other way, it's Kemba. He might have numbers here for a second.
Is this it for Tatum? It is!
Finally. Buckets!
You may have to restart yours.
It's okay. We'll make it happen.
It's going to be it's a timeout here from the Heat.
Okay.
Yep.
Timeout Miami, as those are Jason Tatum's first points. 3 points, 1 of 8 from the floor, 1 of 5 from the 3-point line. But as we said, maybe that's what gets him going. If you're a Miami fan, might be a bit nervous to say, well, finally Jason Tatum sees one go through the hoop. Usually for a shooter, that's going to give him a little bit of inspired confidence, get him to go. All right, so yeah, last night's game. I mean, now this is the Nuggets managed to take it from the Lakers. This game was, I believe it was 116, 114.
Lakers did almost claw back.
They did. They were down double digits, and then it was basically an even game in the fourth quarter. I was quite impressed. 114 to 106. Davis and LeBron with 27 and 30 respectively. It was actually a triple-double for LeBron. 30, 10, and 11 assists. Impressive performance. Murray there with 28 points, 12 assists for him, however. Grant.
The Joker popped off.
26, and the Joker with 22. But get this, both teams, unlike tonight, both teams last night shot over 50% from the field.
Sorry, I got to interrupt you. Jack, I literally was just talking about this like 5 minutes ago in the chat, and I think Mark was like, what the heck actually happened? To catch everybody up to speed, this is, and then we'll get back to Lakers.
Yeah. Go for it.
Sorry. But,
topic swap.
So Tyrod Taylor had to get in a pain injection before the game on Sunday. The doctor injecting him with the pain needle ended up puncturing his lung.
He missed, or he went too deep.
And yeah, but
that was the local game here over in Seattle. I had that one, and I was watching it. I was so confused.
I'll be honest with you. I think they found something good from it. Herbert's a monster.
Well, Herbert was pretty good.
Herbert was pretty good for a starting quarterback. I gotta say, he was pretty. It wasn't that bad. But
they took the Chiefs all the way down to 2 minutes at overtime, and then Butker bailed you all out there. So
yeah, but I mean, it's a charge. I mean, they're pretty much one of the worst teams in the league.
Still, it was a spirited performance.
Yeah, it was a great job. All right, so back to the Lakers and Nuggets here. So I actually have a pretty interesting perspective on this. I actually don't look at this as very bad for the Nuggets.
The Nuggets could be up 2-1.
Yes, this is exactly what I was going to say. The Nuggets are sitting in their locker room, and they're like, we should be up 2-1.
Yeah.
And they're like, wow, we're in this series. Like, AD and LeBron, not a big deal. We probably should have won game 2, and we did convincingly win game 3. We can totally win this series. I actually think the Nuggets have a ridiculous amount of confidence right now because they know that. They know that the Lakers did steal game 2 from them, and they can totally beat them. I'm not going to say that they will though, because the Lakers still may come out dude, sometimes you can't stop Anthony Davis. The guy's going to drop 40 points. He's not going to miss, and there's nothing you can do. Same thing with LeBron. Sometimes you're going to lose those games, right? And maybe they come out, win 3-1, it's over in 5. But there's still I would say, well, we've always said it, don't sleep on the Nuggets at this point, but really don't sleep on the Nuggets because I think they're in this series, and I think in their heads, they're very much in this series.
Yeah, I mean, this is a team that's comes in with a lot of swagger, too, and total confidence. I mean, they've said that we've been down 3-1 twice and won those series, so we're only down 2-1 now, so maybe we should be up 2-1.
They should be up 2-1.
They should be up 2-1 if it wasn't for that miracle play by Davis and, of course, Plumlee. Oh, Lord. Giving Duke a bad name on poor defensive switching. But in any case, we're back to the live action here as Butler starting it off. And this shot by Bam. Nicely done. Right at the free throw line. What do
That's
we got?
a Jack. We'll talk about that, sure. I mean, we also we talk all sports. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So don't feel bad about that.
3-point shooting this quarter, 2 of 11 combined from the teams. But Tatum again!
Tatum hits. Okay, so Tatum's found his range at this
There
point.
you go.
He's definitely found it.
As you said, the
LA
first one goes down.
LA were great. Denver strong mojo. Yeah, facts. I agree with that.
Bam working on Tice here. Nope, just gives it up to Dragic. Guarded by Smart. Smart going around the Bam screen. Nice switch there by Tice. Ooh, baseline jump shot.
Butter there from
good.
Goron.
Yeah, that one was tasty, actually.
And now this is the moment of the game where the Heat just keep this lead, right? Don't let the Celtics get a run. Keep it space of 10 points and then build on it.
This is going to be a tie game in the fourth quarter. I can feel it already.
As most of them are.
Yeah,
I'm just saying, if the Heat want to break away with this,
well,
put Tyler Hero back in the game.
I was going to say, the guy to help them do just that is Tyler Hero, who comes right back into the game here. Marcus Smart, replay here for the assist on Jason Tatum.
And this is what I'm also talking about. My bad. Somebody scored there. We all missed it, though.
Celtics scored on the inbound, including the camera missed it. So
I think Tice. I think it was Tice.
6-point margin now, 5:23 to go. It was Jaylen Brown, actually. It was a decent percentage from the field. Him and Kemba, the two scorers leading the effort there for the Celtics. Hero, nice mid-range.
Oh, nice pass.
No, actually, he passes it. That's a foul. That's going to be a foul there, riding the back of Adebayo. It's Brown.
I think Adebayo could have just finished with his left.
Yeah,
like he didn't need to go under the basket. No, I think he almost made it harder than it should have been.
He definitely did. Well, he tried to get him there with the pump fake, and then I guess he went the other way to try to not get the shot blocked. But so is the reason that you're going to the gym
I was about to tell you. So the reason
why Hero thing?
Yes, this is totally a Tyler Hero thing. So I now have started to venture back to the gym, and I have a leggings day, which means legs. Well, I mean it's leg day, right? So I wear leggings on leg day. But I have to say, after watching all these basketball players play in full tights, it was like, hey, I might as well check it out. Maybe it keeps your muscles warm, better performance. I love working out legs in leggings. Unbelievable.
Okay. I mean, yeah, it should work, right?
So cozy, always warm, never get cold, easy way to stretch.
Keep the blood flowing.
It's great.
Yeah. Okay.
Also makes your legs look skinnier, too.
What? That's the opposite way you want to go. Hayward out to the corner finds Brown in the corner. That shot no good. Rebound.
Some of us have
Bam.
tree trunks.
Okay, well, in either case, Hero across midcourt with it. Calling for the Jimmy Butler to come grab it, and Butler open for a second. Not going to take that shot. It's going to drive in and from the logo, and that is a foul on the floor. It looks like foul going to go against Hayward, actually, on the rebound. Are we liking the stash by Hayward? Is that like?
Yeah, it's awesome.
Okay. All right.
I'm a big fan of it. It's like a Ratatouille mustache. It's absolutely hilarious. A fellow WoW player, actually.
That is true. Do you recall what class he plays or anything?
I have no idea. I just know that he's basically through the entire injury, he just played video games.
Yeah, for sure.
What else are you supposed to do?
He's like in like Acer commercials for like headsets and stuff.
Yeah, he is. Yeah. Right?
So actually, a lot of NBA players doing that. Grayson Allen also started a Twitch stream.
I have to say, if you're a Duke fan, go check out Grayson Allen's Twitch and watch him play Among Us. He plays with other Duke players sometimes.
Oh, is it really? Is that what he's doing?
Ex-NBA players, and it's hilarious.
Oh, there you go. I wasn't sure if who exactly.
But I watched some of the Among Us stream, and it was really funny because some of them were like ex NBA players, some of them were like ex college players. Like I'm pretty sure Trey was there. I don't know which Trey was there. I don't know if it was Young or one of the Joneses, but they were there.
3 in the corner again. Jaylen Brown trying for it a second time on the subsequent possession, and that one falls. 6-point lead now, Miami 67-61 Celtics. I agree. The Among Us is a phenomenon, by the way.
Robinson, maybe can you get one to go?
Oh, pump fake, but still just turns the shot down. Jimmy Butler making it more difficult on himself. Decent defense here.
Jimmy's got to shoot.
And Jimmy is now going to shoot. Jimmy's going to hit, too. Not just shoot, but he's going to go over Langford. And that's a 3. No, that's a long 2, actually. Is Brad Stevens going to call time? No, they're just going to let it go. It looked like Hayward was walking over to the sideline. He psyched us all out here. Tatum getting the screen from Langford. And Hayward for 3 now. Hayward from the top. Yes.
Yeah, he
Hayward
hits.
answers
all right.
back.
So suddenly everything's falling now
Yeah, well, I showed up.
for everybody. Yeah, Heat slowly blowing it. Yes. They need to start playing defense.
Curious because we've never really seen the Heat play with this much of a lead.
Yeah. They've never played. We've never seen
Robinson.
them play with a lead.
Oh, bam! Just flattened Jaylen Brown there on that screen. Nobody. Oh, jeez. Hayward, careful, spin a move. Yes, Hayward's shot, mid-range jump shot is good. As chat says, the Heat are slowly letting this one slip away. 3-point margin now.
If I was Spo, I'd call a timeout, but I don't think you can. I think you got to
let
it play out.
Here.
No, because
foul between Adebayo and Tatum.
Oh, that's 4 on Tatum, though.
Is it?
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
That is going to be 4 on Tatum. And I think there is going to be a stoppage of play. I don't know who's calling the timeout, but I think they are going to commercial here. Which, I mean, to the Miami Heat, this coming down from basically a 10-point game in about 4 minutes to a 3-point game, it's pretty much exactly what Rich called being like, hey, yeah, this game's pretty much going to be down to the wire at the end, or they're going to be evened up. Pretty much most of the games have kind of been like this.
Pretty much most of the games. Yep. I had a couple other topics that I wanted to hit on that I think were kind of fun while we're in commercials. We can cross sports here for a second. Russell Wilson, apparently after 2 weeks, is now a favorite for the MVP. Your thoughts? Actually, I have tremendous. Watching him on Saturday night, Sunday night rather. He basically won my fantasy. Like him and Kamara won my fantasy for me this week. I mean, Russell's cooking.
Welcome. Nice to see you. It's okay. You're allowed to be late, man. It's like 9 a.m.
Yeah, and if Mark
and Jimmy Butler's coffee machine isn't working, he's playing. So I mean, where do you get coffee, Oz?
No, I said Russell is after 2 weeks. Russell is the favorite for the MVP. God, if Russell was out for 2 weeks, I'd have a fantasy nightmare.
Can we please talk about a fantasy nightmare? Can we please talk about it?
What's this week? What's like? It just keeps getting worse.
Okay, explain to me how the Atlanta Falcons can score 4 touchdowns and none of them go to Julio Jones.
Hey, by the way, none of them. For the sake of argument, none of them went my way either. I had Todd Gurley. He put up 6 fantasy points, and Atlanta had 39, and somehow still managed to blow the game to the Dallas Cowboys. You know, and I was telling, you know what? God bless Jerry Jones. God bless you, Jerry Jones. Yes. You finally fired Jason Garrett because I tell you what.
Winning some games.
And you're now winning some games. Because I tell you, and we're going to be doing Thursday Night Football in 2 weeks, and we're going to have a lot of fun talking about all these teams. I tell you what, you don't win that game last year. There's no way.
No shot.
No shot.
That game is won last year.
Nothing.
There is no
this
way.
year.
You think Jason Garrett can ride? No way.
No way. No. Also,
just look at the Giants.
Also, Atlanta, once again, the biggest choke job in history ever since they lost the Super Bowl to the Patriots in the second half of that one. It's just been downhill from there. Imagine drafting Saquon, McCaffrey, Mostert, Bosa, or Kittle. Well, some of those are on defense, so you can't actually...
so it wouldn't be too bad.
No, only one is actually. You can't actually draft Bosa unless your league... Some leagues do play defense. But if you manage to somehow draft Saquon and McCaffrey, like, you had a crazy like, that would be nuts if somebody let them fall that far.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest with you here, I crushed it this week. I think this is going to be the worst year of fantasy, but I did win both of my games, so I'm pretty happy about that.
Are you 2? No, you're not 2.
I'm 1-1 right now.
Because I beat you last week. That's right.
Yes.
That's right.
Yes, because all my players were injured last week. And out. And still Michael Thomas is out, by the way. Like, come on, play the game, dude.
But Kamara had a sensational performance.
Yeah, and they still lost that game.
They did still lose that game. It was great performance by the Las Vegas Raiders there.
What happened last night? Who played last night? Or on Monday?
That was the Raiders and the Saints.
That was the Raiders one? That was that game.
That was that game.
So turned around.
Kamara is such an interesting running back. Because he's like a running back that's built like a wide receiver.
It sounds so bad when you say it
like that.
Like
compared
to
like Saquon or like or Gurley, he's
a Tyreek Hill-esque runner.
But he's phenomenal because he dinks and dunks and like you get all this like.
As Jack says, 7 ACLs were torn in week 2.
Yeah, this is so really bad. Tough.
Apparently, a lot of people were complaining about the turf at was it MetLife? Somewhere. There
In
was
New
some
York?
stadium, yes, that they were complaining about the turf and it was really bad. I don't know who it was, but they were like, "This turf is so bad, like everybody's gonna break knees on it." I don't know which one it was.
I don't think.
I don't remember,
Well,
but I
the
remember somebody was putting.
49ers injuries occurred in New York. They were
Yeah,
at the
I think
Jets.
it is the 49ers. Yeah, because
Okay.
it was somebody on the team there was like, this is like, we saw this coming at this point. Like
Oh
nobody
dear.
can has any grip, which is
Tatum
probably why
turnaround,
the
and
Giants
that's
are
not
awful.
good. And in Langford, though, Celtics down with the rebound as we have resumed play. It's a 4-point margin now. And the Celtics give it back to Tatum, but we have a stoppage in play here.
Be a foul there on Crowder
Yes,
to emphasize his continuously poor game.
what was
I
that?
also can't. I also can't wait to do a like stadium off.
Stadium off. Is that going to
So
have to be one of our segments?
yeah, it's gonna be a segment.
All right, we're going to do the Tatum baseline jump shot. That one goes down for
Yeah,
him.
he hasn't missed since.
Actually, he just did.
Oh, he did.
He just did it. Shows you who's actually paying attention, chat. Tyler Hero now with Jaylen Brown, screen by Bam. Taylor Hero around the screen. He's going to pull up for three. Oh, pure shot by Hero. That one just nicely done.
Just looks so good. It's like when Devin. I don't know if other people. It's like when Devin Booker shoots the shot. It just looks so nice. It's like, keep shooting. I don't care if you miss. It looks beautiful.
Dos minutos, as the scoreboard says there. Smart out for three, going to try the answer. Ooh, in and out. Rebound down to the Heat. Bam, working on Langford. Dragic, Smart. Dragic with the up and under, trying to clear out some space. Hero again here, running points. 5 seconds on the shot clock. 4. Get it back outside. Three-pointer, no good there for Miami. That was Iggy. Tried to go for three. The way he held that, you'd think it was going in, but no dice. Hayward down low. Gives it back to Smart. Smart should have probably just gone up with it, and Tatum almost goes out of bounds, checks his footing. And back in, and he's just going to drive straight to the basket. Oh, yes, and one.
And one. Yep. I was going to say, totally got fouled on that one.
Almost rolls off the rim, but Crowder with another foul there. How many is that for him? 4?
Crowder? I'm not sure. But
Crowder,
honestly, for the
3.
Miami Heat, might as well get him off the court.
That bad, huh? Oh, dear.
He's a very big liability on the offensive end.
Yikes. 10 points here in this third quarter. 4 of 6 shooting for Tatum after a goose egg, as you mentioned, in the first half.
And for a significant portion of the third.
Yeah, took him about halfway through the quarter to actually get himself going. He converts there at the free throw line. So 3-point play is good. 1 minute to go here in the third. It's a 2-point margin for Miami, who's seen their lead shrink from double digits. And there's no call there. Langford and Dragic going back and forth. Hero over.
What a dude! That Euro step.
He actually gets that over the attempted block by Langford. What a finish by Tyler Hero. He's got 20.
Give me a Hero jersey now.
Charge and one.
Wow, they called it on the floor.
And one. And one. That's another foul on Crowder. That's 4. That's basically 3 fouls in the last 2 minutes on him.
Wait. Okay. Yeah.
Wait, where do the 49ers play next week? I don't actually know. Yeah, it's a beautiful. That's a Hero.
Dude,
just
that
played
that
Kemba.
Euro step is just
Played
absolute
Kemba.
butter, dude. Look at that peach fuzz.
Wait, the San Francisco 49ers have to go back to the same stadium to play the Giants? That's like 2 cross-country trips in 2 weeks. Who the hell scheduled that? That is awful. Holy moly. My guess is that they actually just probably stayed out in New York. They didn't even come back to the West Coast, save themselves the trip. Dragic down, and he's going to finish with the left. Yes, nice finish by Dragic. 3-point lead here. Tatum, 24 seconds.
Here.
5-second game clock, shot clock differential. Celtics will hold for what should be just about the final shot.
That's Solomon Hill, by the way. 44.
Okay, and Kemba looking in. No, Tatum is going to be the one to take this shot. Takes a step inside the three-point
Oh,
line and hits it as the shot clock expires. 5 seconds, still an opportunity here to take a couple dribbles. Miami,
totally.
Dragic is going to get this one off. No, he's going to
You could
drive.
just strive. Yeah.
Oh, blocked by Tatum.
Nice shot there by
Rejection.
Tatum. Good job by Tatum.
A little
I
bit of
love it.
vengeance there for what happened at the end of game one, would you say?
Goron there was asking for a foul call at the end of it.
Too many fouls at the end of games have just kind of screwed things up.
I mean, Tatum's just starting to feel it here. I mean, pretty free-flowing third quarter. I knock on wood, this whole game's been pretty good at flow and pace and everything. So let's keep it up, NBA. Yeah, the turf was reportedly sticky. I'm telling you, there's something wrong there in New York. That's why the teams are awful. They just can't even get their turf right. If you play on that thing 16 or 8 times a year, you're gonna lose all those games anyways.
I was wondering if some of the injuries were due to the lack of a preseason, and because you do see some injuries that occur, like you see people go out with these sorts of injuries right in preseason, and we didn't have those games, so there's like some amount of injuries that I suppose are happening here early in the season that could be that like we didn't see early on, and so they're all kind of like backloaded, right? They're like all happening within these first 4 weeks.
Yeah, it's a possibility. I totally see that.
Yeah. It is definitely unfortunate though to have such stars that like can't play.
I mean, dude, the 49ers are done.
It's
It's over.
man, but even like in you like you feel for Saquon too, man. Like that's not good. Um, yeah, the 49er injuries. Still no good there. All right, so that we just had the highest scoring quarter of the game so far. 32 points for the Celtics,
Yeah.
27 for Miami.
Because everybody started hitting shots.
Yeah, everybody started hitting shots finally. As right as I showed up, the shooting percentage is slightly up, 46% for the Celtics, 41% for Miami. And the three-point shooting got a little better for the Celtics here, up to 31% on 9 of 29. The Miami Heat, not as good, 6 of 26 still on that one. Both teams making a decent number of free throws. And the turnover battle here actually going, perhaps that's what kind of helped Miami get its lead going. Turnover 12 for Boston,
Yeah,
only 9
so
for Miami.
it didn't actually.
Ah, okay.
Very weird part of the stats. Like, so throughout the actual start of the game, so at the end of the first half, there was about 10 turnovers by the Celtics, but the Heat had already shot 5 more times than them. But the Celtics had 6 or 7 offensive rebounds, which made up the difference of the turnovers, which is why it was only like a 6-point game, because the turnover margin was like the Celtics had so many turnovers, it was ridiculous at one point, but the score was still the same. And I think it was because there were enough offensive rebounds that they got second chance points to at least just get those buckets back up. Yeah. But like they've been losing the turnover battle. I think it's every game we say this. I think they lose the turnover battle every single game. I think last game was the only time we said the Heat were, because they turned it up defensively, the Celtics, and Marcus Smart was out of his mind playing. But like turnover battle has always been in favor of the Heat. They've been crushing it. But we said this so many times. The Heat are really bad at turning turnovers into points. They're really bad at it. They always run into a half-court set, or maybe just the majority of these turnovers are dead ball turnovers. Oz, I know we spoke about this last week too, but it's just weird. It's just very weird to see that many turnovers and that little points off of turnovers. And then you look at like the West Coast games, and like they got so many points off turnovers. They're
just running up and down the court.
Yeah, they're just running up and down the court, right? So.
Yeah, Tyler Hero to lead all scorers here with 20 points tonight, followed by 17 from Jimmy Butler, 16 from Adebayo, and 15 from Dragic. So pretty good contributions across the board here for the Miami
And Mark's
Heat.
saying too, we rarely see the Heat go fast break and make. Yeah, it's just I don't know what it is. Like if they had a really good fast break game, the game would have been over.
4 Celtics in double figures. Tatum with 16, actually now to lead all Celtics. Ooh, right off the bat there. That is Robinson getting in on the action, I think.
That was Hero hitting it again.
Hero hitting another 3-point shot there. Give him 23 so far tonight. But yes, for the Celtics, Tatum followed by Walker with 14, Brown with 15, and actually Gordon Hayward here with 10. And Dragic going the other way with it. Here's at least some transition and there, but no, Tyler Hero is not going to be able to connect on that 3. Celtics managed to dodge a flaming Heat bullet on that one. As Hayward down to Tatum. Tatum working on Iggy
And it just,
and just sits him down.
yeah, I mean, the old man had nothing to do there.
Hero still playing point for Miami here with Jimmy Butler on the bench. Tyler Hero pulling up from the free throw line. Soft roll. Yes, hit every part of the rim.
I mean, you got to ride this guy. He's got
We've
10 to
said
15,
that
got 25 points. Yeah, I mean,
couple games now.
he's got to be, the whole offense got to be running through Hero at this point. He's feeling it.
They let him just kind of roll with it at this, and what a play by Hayward there, but he can't get the shot to go. That one looks pretty.
Really nice, good look there by Tice. Looking for the backdoor cut right there. I think that's Robinson's 4th or 5th.
Hero just floats that one in. That is going to be Robinson's 4th foul. Yeah, foul trouble. 4 fouls for Robinson, 4 fouls for Crowder. That's about it on the side of Miami. Only 4 fouls for Tatum. What are you laughing at? What do we got?
I'm laughing at LJ Smith 1010 saying Hero looks like RJ Barrett out there tonight.
Oh my goodness.
Dude, I don't think RJ's ever put up 25 points in an NBA game.
Although, that was one of my topics.
Actually, I take
halftime.
that back. I actually think he has.
No, he definitely has.
Definitely has. Because there's nobody else to shoot the ball in the Knicks. So, I mean, you're probably going to end up scoring that much. But
one of my halftime topics was about apparently the Knicks got their first reps in with new coach Tom Thibodeau. And have you been following this or not?
No, I could care less. We're awful.
Fran, what does Thibodeau bring to your Knicks? As
defense and the lack of offense.
Oh, boy. Well, at least it's a step in the right direction, maybe. Bam puts up a fadeaway jump shot, and no good there. Robinson going to pick up his 5th here as Tatum drives in, and Robinson hits the deck.
So, Tom Thibodeau, he typically does a really good job at getting teams into the playoffs and also, like, gearing them up defensively and then getting them in a pretty good position. And then later on, like, after doing that 2 years in the playoffs, then ownership will be like, wow, this guy like literally has no idea about offense or how to run an offense, and then fire him and the defense is set. Then you hopefully hire a coach who knows how to run offense. It's basically what happens with the Golden State Warriors. They got rid of Mark Jackson. Mark Jackson was a really good defensive coach.
Talking about a bit of transition there. Jimmy, finally, Miami running out in transition, and the aforementioned Golden State Warriors, their former Golden State Warrior Iguodala getting it to go. Getting the horses going. Tatum to Walker. Let's see if we see some 4th quarter Kemba here. That's a kickball. Thibodeau, I don't know if he's related to a WNBA coach. I mean, he's former coach of the Chicago Bulls when Derrick Rose was with the team. I remember that. And then he's had another stop in between here in New York.
Minnesota.
There you go.
With Towns and Butler. Didn't work out.
Okay.
Don't know how to play offense.
Like Jimmy Butler?
Yeah, Jimmy Butler. Did he not? Or was that the Andrew Wiggins, Karl Anthony Towns? Maybe Butler didn't play up there, but there's going to be Wanamaker.
There's some offense for you. That was Kemba, actually.
Kemba? Sorry.
Yeah, Kemba, 17 points, 3 of 7 from three-point land. It is essentially the starting lineup for the Heat, except for no Tatum. Gordon Hayward in there instead. Tice being dragged outside the three-point line by Dragic, who ends up putting up a wild shot.
That's got to be a foul.
No foul call.
Wow.
No contact. Kemba driving in. Kemba's just going to get himself caught among his 2 Heat defenders. Manages to get the ball out. What a look by Jaylen Brown. To Tice
hanging out there. Nice.
And the Celtics have the lead.
They have the lead now.
60 points later, actually 120, depending on the way that they've been scored.
Also, the ESPN put up a stat of the actual points difference between both teams. If you just run it all, it's like a 1-point difference.
Oh, are they doing like a Duke Carolina thing where they say
it's like there's like a 1-point difference between both of these teams?
Wow, throughout this series.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's how even. I mean, we came into this series saying the teams are basically even on paper, and they've proved it being basically even the way that they've played out on the court, which is exciting basketball for us, of course. All right, a little quick commercial there as we take a timeout. What else was I going to say? Oh, actually, that was it. I was out of topics. Oh, damn. Chat, give us a topic here. tomorrow's Thursday Night Football. Who is playing tomorrow Thursday Night Football? Oh yeah, it's a Florida battle. It's Miami and Jacksonville. But set your lineups if you have if you have
Oh
players on
my
either of
God.
those. Go ahead and set your lineups. I'm actually very much looking forward to the Monday night matchup, which is going to be Mahomes and Jackson. And that's Kansas
Oh,
City
dude,
and
that was
Baltimore
gonna be
coming up.
incredible. I'm so excited for that.
Yeah,
I think that Monday night game is gonna be absolute butter.
that was
But
that's gonna
that
be good.
means that we don't have basketball.
Yeah, well, so let's see if we keep going. So game 5, which we have to play either for this series, one way or the other, would be Friday, followed by game 6 on Sunday, and followed by a possible game 7 next Tuesday. That would be the way that this schedule pans out.
Kind of a disaster if it goes to game
I
7
think,
for us.
I think. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, kind of a disaster if it goes to game 7.
Do we do women's college basketball games? No, so the only college ones we do are the Duke ones, because that's where I went to school, and so I call the Duke games, the Duke men's games. We haven't gone into the women's team that much, just because when I was at school,
You've done other sports. You
we've
did
done
highlights with other sports, though.
Oh yeah, so we have
Baseball
done
and stuff?
highlights. We did like women's golf one year because they won the championship. That was fun. We did highlights for women's golf.
Dude, UConn? Mark,
Oh,
are you a UConn fan? Well, we actually both grew up in Connecticut, so technically we're supposed to like Connecticut. We're supposed to like UConn, but
I don't have an issue with UConn. Kevin Ollie and the Jim Calhoun era from back in the day.
I
Except for the
think
fact that
Calhoun's a beast, dude.
they did beat like Duke that one time, which is like, oh boy.
Well, I think there became problems with the program, right? It was kind of sketchy.
There
No,
was something
at a
going
certain
on,
point,
yeah.
something happened.
Oh, and she's at UConn now. Oh, interesting.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, well there you go. But yeah, we tend to focus on because I did work with the Duke basketball team while I was there at school, so uh, that's why we do those games. Looking forward to that.
Yeah, Oz says here the LA Denver game 6, if needed, is scheduled for Monday, but it is time TBD. So that one will 100% go through. It's TNT broadcasting that game, so they don't care about Monday Night Football. They actually would be more than happy to cannibalize ESPN, I bet.
I don't know. I feel like
aren't they owned by the same people?
No. One is owned by Turner, the other is owned by
Turner.
Disney.
You're right.
Yeah. There's no way. There's no way. But yeah, my guess is that game would play. That game would go on. Jimmy Butler right out of the Heat timeout, going to put up 3. No good, except Bam's going to get the rebound, and that is going to go. Nice.
I thought he missed it. So
I did think he missed it too.
I was like, dude, all you had to do was jump and drop it in.
Nice play coming out of the timeout there by Spo. Trying to get Miami the lead
always.
back, and he does. Ooh, interception here by Jimmy Butler. The pass from Tice gets picked off. Good active hands, and Butler's just going to take it his own way. No, that's actually deflected by Marcus Smart.
What just happened?
Smart comes in from behind with the block.
That was a lot of contact.
There was a decent amount of contact, I would agree. Spo is like beside himself at this point too. Let's watch Marcus Smart if he comes in. That's oh boy. Jimmy gets hit from behind. No call, just the out of bounds. Miami to reset here. Side out of bounds for Miami, trying to get it down low to Iggy. They actually get it to Iggy above the three-point line, and Tyler Hero going to go off a little screen action. Hero from the top of the key.
My man.
He is just putting on a show here in game 4. 28 points. Tatum going to answer on the other side. Can't hit it. Rebound down to Hero. Who else at this point? For Miami, and then moving it up. Nope, Miami's just going to set their half-court sets. Screen from Bam. Hero, mid-range jump shot. Just off to Dragic in the left. Dragic can't hit. Oh, rebound by the Celtics. Actually, bodies on the floor. Celtics still going to get it. Jaylen Brown throws it up.
What's happening?
People are flying. Bodies are everywhere.
There's literally bodies all over the court.
People are sacrificing for the ball.
What's going on? I feel bad for Bam there. He totally should have gotten that rebound.
Yeah, I don't know how he doesn't quite
like
he just with
it. He like does it. He doesn't secure it.
Oh yeah, that could have been a travel there by Brown. What's
the actual like foul? Okay, so
I
I
don't
guess Iggy
know.
technically went into Smart. I guess that's a foul. Whatever. Boston has the ball.
Boston has the ball, and Tyler Hero has 11 of 16. My God. And actually,
Fight
Miami
for it.
has the ball. And it's going to be a jump ball? No, timeout, actually, granted to Miami, as
Wow.
Butler was on the floor fighting with Marcus Smart.
Oh, the foul he was on Hero? Really?
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Oh, because to send Brown off
That's why they were complaining about the
the travel.
possible walk.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I thought you could have called the foul on Iggy hitting Smart. But
Because it was either going to be called the travel or it was going to be called a foul. They basically had to pick. That's not a kick ball by Butler trying to get it into
no.
Bam. It was denied. Butler working on Jaylen Brown. Butler still, he's going to pull up from the Eastern Finals logo. That shot is going to miss. And Kemba down with the rebound here.
A little too much isolation right now for the Heat.
Oh, smart turnover. A little too much
Oh,
turnover,
nice
too, for
hands by
Boston.
Bam.
Tyler Hero going the other way. Hero's just going to take this one all himself. Yes, reverse underneath.
Oh,
Another
baby!
2 for Hero.
Tyler,
I
the
mean,
Kentucky,
don't
the
even
Kentucky
get the
man.
ball up. Timeout, Celtics.
Time out, Brad. Yeah, he can't. He
Brad
can't.
Stevens has seen enough, getting beat by a rookie right here in Game 4 with 30 points. Nobody can contain this kid. Not even Tatum. Wow, he just left Tatum in the dust there.
Yeah, that's
Beat
the
him
thing
right
I don't
off the
understand.
three-point
It's
line.
like, why aren't you ready to play defense?
Oh my God, Duke got torched again. Whew. Duke got torched by Anthony Davis and the former Kentucky there the other night.
All right, so LJ Smith, now he's got more than RJ's ever had in a game.
Oh. Ah!
RJ's only had 27, like you said, so he's got more now.
I love how we have chat stat keeping there. This is a breakout performance. Let's see. Okay. Here we go.
Performance.
Here we go. Ready? So, Miami now up 6 points. Tyler Hero with 30 points on the night. 12 of 17 shooting, 3 of 4 from deep, and perfect from the free throw line. Fran, you got to say this is a breakout performance for our boy Tyler here. There we go. Happy? A breakout performance for the rookie from Kentucky tonight in Game 4 of the Eastern Conference Finals. All right, we'll stop being serious because that's not as much fun.
So I mean, just looking at the stats of like who's on the floor for the Miami Heat, I think there was a very obvious discussion had after the last game that Goran Butler needs to shoot, and I guess so does Hero. And nobody else is shooting that much.
This
at
is
all
crazy.
Bam.
Tyler Hero's plus minus is minus
It's absurd.
1.
Yes,
how is that
it
possible?
makes no sense. Yeah, it's weird.
Has he just been on the court while they've been losing? Like what?
Sort of. You also have to think about when he comes onto the court, right? So he's always coming onto the court as like the bench player, as the sixth man. So he's always coming down about like 6 or 5 minutes into that quarter. So then at that point, you're only pretty much playing with the subs. So like he's not always playing with like, I mean, granted in this game, when it like in the fourth quarter, it's different. He's playing with everybody.
Yeah.
But like in the other parts of the game, he's not actually playing with all the best players. So that like those are times when the Celtics and stuff can actually like get back into the game. So I'm CB. How are you? As a Celtics fan, this hurts. Yeah, I'm sorry. We're actually I'm not necessarily a Heat fan, but I just kind of picked them for this series. Technically, I have the Celtics bet on to win it all. So.
You do. You still have that bet.
And thank you. I'm CB for the follow on the Twitch side. Really appreciate that. Thank you very much. Thank you for enjoying the content and hanging out with us.
Thank you. Much appreciated. We always love the fans and across both Twitch and YouTube platforms, hanging out with us throughout these games, enjoying the basketball, engaging, and giving your opinions. We'll be here. Are you going in tomorrow night? I can join you afterwards. I think it's a late game. I think it's at 9:00, isn't it?
Oh, it's a 9:00 game. I don't know. That's something we had to talk about. But I was also thinking I may just do the Lincoln City Liverpool game at 2:45. I don't have any meetings or anything, so I may do that one.
Oh, is that
the NBA game?
But
it's up to you. I don't know what the schedule really looks like. Maybe I could squeeze it in, but.
Okay, we'll have to see. But Friday night we'll have the game, the continuation.
Friday night we're
series.
definitely gonna be back on this one, yeah.
So that will be 2100. Yes, that is 9:00 Eastern time. for the Lakers because they're gonna appeal to the LA crowd, which
West
should still
Coast,
be
yeah.
6 o'clock for that. Yeah, so Tatum right off the inbounds, great play.
Ooh.
Do you all do college football? We will do NFL football starting Thursday night, October 8th. We will have live Thursday night football games right here on this channel. We are approved to co-stream on Twitch, so basically we'll be calling the commentary as we see it, giving our opinions and talking all sorts of football. We will talk college too, because there's plenty of fun to talk about there. But we'll have the footage for you on the Twitch side of things starting October 8th. That will be our first game. It'll be Tom Brady that we will get to call. So, yes.
2-3 zone here is set. Goron's going to shoot from the corner. Oh, God.
No, Hayward is going to shoot from
Gordon, sorry. I get Gordon and Gordon messed up way too many times. I've done it like 3 times. But he's going to miss from the corner. The Heat have gone to the defense.
Charge. No, block, actually.
No call. All right. Yeah, it's going to block and call.
Jaylen
But yeah, if you have like questions and comments or anything you want to talk about in college football, like I watch college. We all watch college football enough, so we definitely have our opinions.
I watched my Duke team continue to lose week after week. All right, I see that.
Oh, he's moving. He's moving. Yep, he's moving.
Yeah. On UGA.
Oh, UGA. Yeah, so their quarterback's not playing, right? The quarterback decided not to play this year, the one that they brought in since Fromm left for the draft, right? So they're in a I have given up on the Falcons at this point. You're like my ex-roommate who was a Georgia fan. So he went to UGA, so I would always go to like the UGA bars, and I would always be out there. Like I was like game days, all that type of stuff. So I got to experience UGA football pretty well. Pretty quite passionate people. It was actually really fun. But yeah, the Falcons, I feel bad for you. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Wait, so what's the continue with this then? The end of the story with the UGA?
Oh, I just know the quarterback's not playing. I don't know anything other than that necessarily.
I gotcha. As Tatum gets fouled on a drive to the basket here, he will wind up at the free throw line, I think.
They haven't started.
What do you mean they haven't
started?
The
SEC hasn't started, right?
Well, the ACC certainly does.
I didn't think the SEC had started. I definitely would know that Bama was playing or something like that. I don't think it started.
Tatum at the free throw line. He is going to shoot 2, and it is a 7-point margin here. Going to try to whittle that down to 8-point margin. Going to try to whittle that down to 6. He gets the first of the 2 points there. And Tatum going to go, so Clemson played, but Clemson's ACC, right? So the ACC has played 2 games, and Duke has lost them both. So it's like that season's over anyway, when's basketball season. Tyler Hero now with the ball. Jason Tatum, 22 points. Tyler Hero with 30. Hero again, trying to get this one. He gets it down to Bam. There's 4 Celtics there to meet him, but there's a foul out on the floor. SEC starts this Saturday. All right, well, there you go.
So Tatum's got what? He's got 22 points basically from the third quarter halfway point on.
Yeah, halfway through the
actually
third quarter.
Kind of insane.
Pretty much. That's Tatum. It's 22 points, 9 rebounds, 3 assists. The stat line for Tatum this evening. Jaylen Brown, 5 fouls, 15 points, but a bit of foul trouble there for the Celtics. We'll keep an eye on Jaylen Brown as see if they need him down the stretch. Bam to Hero. Hero has had the green light all evening, and Hero going to drive in, get cut off baseline, give it to Iggy. Iggy going to get it outside to Dragic. Dragic straight on from the top of the key. That shot is short. Rebound back down, tapped outside by the Celtics to Iggy, and Butler going to put one up. Butler airballs it, actually. Jeez. Tyler Hero now, he's probably the one that should be shooting for Miami, but can't get that to fall, and that is a Bam foul.
Bam's going to foul Smart there. Yep.
Yeah, as he pushes Smart out of bounds on the rebound.
Oh yeah, I mean on the discussion you're having on Twitch about UGA football, Kirby Smart is like hands down one of the most geniuses in the defensive end of the ball.
Well, I just don't think like doing Bama's defense for years.
Clay, I hope Jacksonville is successful just so Trevor Lawrence isn't wasted there.
Oh my God,
they're totally tanking the team.
Marcus Smart at the
6 points here. Yeah, 6-point game, and he's going to maybe be able to bring it down to 5 here. The Celtics sort of
Hey man, I told you, man. They're hanging around. They're hanging around.
Yeah, that's what they're in this game still, which is for them and how they've played so far.
Oh
I mean,
wow,
a blessing. He
Marcus
doesn't make
Smart
that shot, but
misses.
then again, if you're the Celtics, you have to win this game.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, you don't want to find yourself down in a 3-1 hole having to do what the Nuggets have been doing here. That is not a fortunate position to be in. Butler working on Tatum.
It's just a 4 flat. Yeah, it was a flat.
Switch. Adebayo short. Rebound down to Howard, and the Celtics are out running in transition.
Hayward's gonna pull it back. Yep.
Smart gonna go for 3. That is way off.
Oh my god.
Hits the side of the rim. Oh geez, like the wrong side of the rim. Miami hanging on to a 5-point lead. 4 minutes and 17 seconds here to go. Iggy to Hero. Hero with 8 seconds on the shot clock, and Smart guarding him. Hero's going to pull up from deep. Oh my goodness, Tyler Hero!
It's hero time.
Just
I'm sorry.
Wow.
I'm CB. I'm sorry for your Celtics, but here.
Jaylen Brown with a circus shot.
Jaylen hits it, so now it's still a 5-point game. Yeah, that lead was just answered right there. So still in it for the Celtics.
Trading 3-point buckets on either end. Hero and Brown going at it back to back. Miami calls a timeout. Oh my goodness. So there's Hero shot it from the coach's box on the opposite side of the court. Damn. He's 3 or 4 feet beyond the 3-point line. This kid puts up a rainbow. Oh. Wow.
I mean, this is one of those moments where it's like he's just locked in. Like the basket looks huge.
Yeah.
Hero looked like Doncic. Yeah. Dude, imagine if Hero had more like muscle on him.
I mean,
it'd be crazy.
But he seems to be able. He can
he could do it all. Yeah, he could all still do it. But you could totally see how he gets like pushed off the ball.
Yeah.
You know, like he doesn't get his way. Like when someone's backing him down,
he's 20 years old. He's 20.
No, I know.
Yeah. Crazy.
Hey, so is Doncic is like 23. So 22, maybe less.
He's a little beefier though. A little beefier.
Yeah, he's got the Jokic body.
Yeah.
But in a different form and way more athletic. But I think if you're the Heat, you keep running the offense through Jimmy and Hero, have Goran involved as well. If you need to drop it down to Bam or anything like that, you can always drop it down there. But you have to continue playing really good defense. This is, I think somebody in chat touched upon it too. I think it was Mark. Like at the end of the third quarter there, it was the defense let the Celtics back into the game. And here you go for the call.
And is actually Tyler Hero's 33 points today, as he's going to try to go for 36. That one, okay, that was a heat check.
That was
that deflects off the rim. His 33 points tonight are the most he's ever scored in college, regular season, or of course the playoffs. So there you go. Jokic has the I throw cows for fun body. Oh, that's funny. Oh dear. Maybe not so funny for the cows. But Tatum is going to go for 3 on this end, and that shot's not going to go. Kemba, I think, got fouled by Dragic, but it's not called on the rebound. Celtics retain possession. Brown, Smart driving in, and Smart's going to cut and get right to the basket. Nice look there by Kemba. Great assist. Smart, 3-point game here. 3:10 to go remaining. Marcus Smart with 10 points. Poor shooting night for him. Usually he's been an X factor for the Celtics. Let's see if Miami can get to the century mark here. We have a foul out on the floor. Miami not in the bonus, so they will take it out of bounds. Gordon Hayward, the offender on that play. Grabbing Bam, that's pretty weak.
That's
wow. Okay.
What?
Okay. All right. We're going to move on.
Hey, it wasn't as bad as some other nights. We've had some
God.
pretty bad foul calls.
Yeah, but that was like really
that one was really bad. That one was kind of like
whatever.
Like
Butler, 3 minutes to go, 3-point lead. Foul trouble for the Celtics. Brown and with 5, Hayward with 4, along with Tatum and Smart. Jimmy gets this out to Iggy. Iggy, the extra pass to Dragic, who won't shoot it, but it's a 2-second shot clock. Dragic, and actually saved by Hero. Hero just doing it all.
Yeah, don't shoot it.
Getting the offensive
job,
rebound. 8 seconds on the shot clock here on the reset. Taking up all the time that Celtics bring the double team. Good help recovery there. Dragic gets in down low and does connect. Finished with the left hand over Hayward.
He put Hayward on his hip and just went to work there. And hey, if you were Mike D'Antoni coach, you have won the game. First one to 100 wins.
Oh my. And well, it could be because Tatum just traveled.
Tatum just traveled.
If there's no really good time to travel or turn the ball over, but this one really hurts. Tatum there in Miami now commanding in the driver's seat, as we would say, going down Brickell Avenue at this point. Let's see if they can convert this here. Turnovers this quarter. Fran, we said that the turnovers, I was looking at this at the end of 3.
It's always a problem.
It was a problem. The Celtics have turned it over 6 times, and guess what? It's a 5-point lead. Step back, turnaround, Jimmy Butler.
Nice, Jimmy. So every single time in that move, you'll see how he eventually backs him down. Then he throws one more leg in to push Hayward away with the leg, and then slowly fades away. Gets him so much space every time.
Trying to go for 3. Book it. Tatum for 3. That shot is good. 4-point margin now. Managing to claw a few back. Celtics got to buckle down on defense or somehow steal a possession here. Tatum trying to go blow for blow with Hero, though. He's got 25 points, 9 rebounds, and 4 assists. The double team comes again from the Celtics. Extra pass out to Dragic. Nice. And Dragic is wide open in the corner, and Dragic will nail it. Oh, that might be the dagger, depending on what the Celtics can do on this possession. 90 seconds to go. Hayward's a 7-point margin at this point. Yeah, the way that the Miami Heat moved the ball in that previous possession when the Celtics brought the double. Marcus Smart turnover again.
Don't pass.
Exactly. Thank you. Smart should have taken it. Dragic is going to take it all the way. That's going to go outside to Iggy. And now to Hero. 15 seconds.
Calm
they're
down.
just going to take the air out of the ball.
Burn the clock here.
They can tick this thing under a minute.
Got to get a stop here if you're the Celtics. Got to lock up on defense.
Butler wanting to go left. Oh, what a beautiful pass as Hero was cutting into the paint, and Hero gives the recipient of the assist who puts it in for 2 more.
Yeah, honestly, is Bam hurt?
He looks like he might have like a dead arm or something with his left arm there. Maybe like a...
Something happened?
Yeah.
But, so, I mean, in that...
Holy moly.
All right, yeah. So, the Goran Dragic 3 in the corner, like, someone's got to clip that. Because that thing was unbelievable. That play right there was absolutely beautiful. And then the cut there from Hero, this is so simple. And we've said this over and over again. And yes, the ESPN and TNT commentators, I totally said this before. Go look at the VODs. This Miami Heat team is very similar to the Golden State Warriors in their back cuts and all their cutting. Right there, that is what Hero did right there is exceptional. Incredible cut. But at the end of the day, it's just a simple cut of the guy diving to the basket with the shot clock going down. And you saw that his man, Jaylen Brown, wasn't even looking at him. It's just a lapse on defense in the last minute of a game. Like, you can't really have it. Yes, it's a good cut. Maybe if the defender's still there, he'll get fouled. But you just can't have someone get such an easy layup with a minute left. You got to play defense. You got to be paid attention. You can't be stuck on the ball.
Let's see if we get the replay here. There's that double team. This is the one before. Bam to
this
one. The ball doesn't touch the floor coming out of the double team. That's a Spurs thing there. The ball doesn't touch the floor. It's a beautiful extra pass. Dragic probably could have taken 2, but he's had the extra.
In that replay too, you see how Marcus Smart is so pissed that Jaylen Brown didn't go out there and run because that was his responsibility. He already dropped down for the double team and didn't run back out.
Celtics using their timeout to advance the ball here. Coming out of the timeout, it's Kemba. And Kemba's going to miss but get his own rebound. 48 seconds. I mean, the Celtics got to go. At this point, they can't even really play defense. They're going to have to start fouling, but Tatum puts it in over Hero.
Ooh.
6 point. You can play defense for one more possession.
One possession.
They're going to bring this double team sort of full court press. Hero. Yeah, they're going to basically play. And Tatum actually will steal it. God. Tatum will pick Jimmy Butler's pocket, and he's going to get fouled. So Tatum will be at the free throw line. Tatum there intercepting the pass.
He's going to ask to review it. Miami still hasn't used the review yet. I don't think.
They're going to review whether this is a foul?
I mean, there's a possibility that he only gets the ball.
What?
Look, and it's an offensive foul. Yep, it's going to get overturned, 100%. It's all
Oh,
ball. It's
wow.
all ball,
Oh,
and it's a push off.
my.
It's all ball, and it's a push off. All ball
That's
and a
what their
push off.
review. Oh, God. Okay. Drama. We have drama late in the fourth quarter here. Explain this one here.
So in that situation there, the arm is going to be extended from Jason Tatum. And also, when Jimmy Butler actually tries to reach for the ball, he hits the ball. So it's either an offensive foul or a no call. I don't see how it's possibly a foul from Jimmy Butler at all because Tatum's the one pushing him away, initiating the contact. Here, I'm CB. I'm just catching up with what you said. I'm worried about the QB situation. We're loaded. I'm worried about if our O-line is actually going to live up to the hype. Yeah, I think on the defensive end, you're totally fine. You just need to figure out how to put points on the board. That's kind of been always Georgia's problem the last couple seasons, to be honest with you. From just not good enough a quarterback, as we kind of spoke about.
Well,
And there's still maybe there still could be some hope in the game, though. Never know. Anything could happen. I mean, the refs could not agree with me on this or agree with us. Mark also thinks this is the arm extended. Oz, curious on your opinion, and I know you're probably watching. Just curious on what you think, if you think it's a foul or not, or how it should go. But I think this.
What did he say?
It's a jump ball.
Oh, it's a jump ball.
Hold on.
Interesting. So is that the result of a? It's a jump ball? The result of a successful challenge?
Wait, the result of the successful challenge is a jump ball? Not like,
wow,
hey,
okay.
ball.
So this is huge
foul?
though. The Celtics absolutely have to win this jump ball. Like, and interesting to me that
is
it's
that
not
a rule
Jimmy
thing?
Butler. That's
yeah,
not
anybody
Jimmy
can
Butler,
jump. Anybody
can jump it.
It's only of the people that were on the floor.
Celtics absolutely need this one, and they do get it, except it goes back into the backcourt. So going to be a few seconds here. 26 seconds on the clock left. Celtics got to go. Tatum going to step back jumper for three. Tatum for three. No, that's a brick. Offensive rebound is going to go the way of...
It's going to be Celtics ball, I think.
The way of the Celtics. Out on Miami is the call by the refs. Actually, they will review.
Okay, so this is an explanation here by Oz, always helping us out with this. The way they've been calling it this playoffs, the offender will get an offensive foul call consistent, but one of those movements way worse looks on replay. Yeah, 100%. And then even if you win the challenge, you got to go back to the center circle. Exactly.
I see. Okay. All right. Okay, so they're going to review this too. We need a camera angle from the baseline, I think. Bam here, the stats for him, 20 points, 7 of 11.
He's having a field day. Nobody can guard him. Like, there's just not much you can do because all his points are coming off the screen and rolls, or coming from other people getting doubled, effort plays, all that type of stuff.
This is
that step back like a while ago.
No, I think this is what caused... I think somebody hit Bam in the funny bone.
Oh.
Yeah. This is like I think Tatum hit him in the funny bone there, and that's what Bam's been a little, oh, yeah, on the left arm. Maybe a little numb there.
I hope he's okay. I hope this doesn't... Is it left? Okay, it's not his dominant hand, though.
Oh, this step-back jump shot here, we're going to have to see... Oh, boy, that either goes off Brown or Hero.
Yeah, it's Brown or Hero. I don't know which one.
No.
I have no clue. And it doesn't look like... is that Scott Foster? It doesn't even look like he knows.
He looks very confused.
He looks like he's trying to figure it out, too.
It is Scott Foster.
It is Tony Brothers and Trey Maddox. Yeah. So weird. If you were watching the call yesterday, Reggie Miller, C. Webb, and is it Harlem? Who's the other one that does the TNT?
Oh, it's not Marv Albert. It's a younger guy. Anyway.
Basically, they all challenge Mark Jackson, Jeff Van Gundy, and Mike Breen to golf.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
The TNT crew versus the ESPN crew? That's
funny.
All right, we're going to get the slow-mo here. We need to zoom in, to be honest. Need to freeze this thing.
Zoom, camera!
Oh,
Dude, I don't know.
I think it's Brown. Let's see if we get it from this angle.
There we
Here's the
go.
above
There we
the
go.
rim. And that still does Brown
Doesn't help me.
needs to go a little bit slower. But it looks like they have a verdict.
I think it's Celtic ball.
It does look like Celtic ball. All right, the verdict is Celtic ball. So Celtics will
It's
inbound.
Brian Anderson. That's who it is. It's Brian Anderson.
Celtics will inbound right in front of Coach Stevens here. 18 and a half seconds, 6-point game. Regardless of whether they make it or not, they're going to have to start fouling to extend the game. Hayward to inbound. Hayward gets it all the way to Jaylen Brown in the corner. Jaylen Brown, quick shot. Jaylen Brown for three.
Oh,
yes!
he hit it.
Hits it over Hero, 16 seconds. Can the Celtics get another steal? They'll probably want to try to steal it before the Miami Heat can get off half court, but Miami is going to call a timeout to draw something up. 3-point margin here, 16 seconds to go. We got a good finish in the bubble. Ooh, this is good.
Miami brings the ball up.
Yes, that's right. Miami will advance the ball with the timeout.
It's fouled. Boston calls a timeout, and then we'll eventually get the last play of the game. So we got 2 more timeouts till we get the last play.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. So that's why Miami used it, so they didn't have to inbound the ball from.
I mean,
side.
it's a good contest. It's just a good shot. It's a good shot. I mean, he makes it. I mean, there's not much you can really do.
One timeout left for each team. Of course, I suppose Miami could miss both of them, and that would escalate the drama just a little bit. Trying to look at who's on the floor for the Heat. Heat looking really good from the free throw line tonight, actually. 19 of 21. The only person to actually miss any free throws tonight is Adebayo. He's 6 of 8. Everybody else perfect. Butler 5 of 5. Dragic 3 of 3. Robinson 3 of 3. Robinson not on the floor tonight right now, though. Hero 2 of 2. So I guess you want, if anybody from the Heat, you want Bam taking the shots. Although Robinson will come
but
back.
I don't know about that. I don't know if Bam, I mean, yeah, how he shot today, but over the season, I'm not sure if he's the best 3-point shooter.
Miami to spread this out slightly. I don't know. Miami could also try to inbound this in the backcourt and get a couple seconds to run off. They're trying to get it to Butler. Actually, they get it to Hero. The double team comes over, and Smart is going to foul Hero here 2.1 seconds later. So 13.9. And Hero on the free throw line. The rookie, Fran, is going to have to seal the deal here for Miami.
He's just got to hit one.
Yeah. He's just got to hit one.
He's just got to make it a 2-possession game, and I'm pretty sure this is out of reach.
He is 88% from the free throw line, and he leads the team.
He's also team high of 36 points today. Hopefully, I mean, he's also probably in his head. He's like, damn, give me the next time you get fouled so I can get 40.
Yeah, actually, that'd be pretty massive.
Yeah. Get him the ball next time. Let's see if he can get 40.
He put up more than LeBron did last night. And AD, actually. Hero makes the first of the two, so as you said, he's basically iced the game away at this point unless the Celtics can manage a quick 3, and he makes the second one. Onus now on the Celtics to get down the court and get a good shot off.
Not going to call a timeout.
No, they won't.
Okay.
They'll save it for the next possession. 10 seconds, and wow, Kemba fouled? Kemba is fouled. Fouled on the floor.
It's on the floor.
It's on the floor.
On the floor. On the floor.
Sneaky.
And it's in the bonus, so he's going to go to the line.
Yeah, so they're not going to let – they're basically Miami going to – yeah, actually.
Yeah, I think the call of on the floor is totally good with this one. He doesn't even get the ball above his hip.
Yeah, he's not in the shooting motion. Actually, and even if you're Kemba, like you might think about making the first one. It's a very, very smart play. But this is what goes back to the college plays. Like,
no, it's not a foul.
No,
I mean it's not a 3-point shot foul.
This goes back to college where you say, do you let them take the 3 or do you foul? Although usually you do that when like the game is within 2 points, right? Or within a point, or not within a point, but it's either 2 or 3 points. In this case, Miami electing to foul here. Kemba does hit the first one.
It's actually kind of low-key. Yeah, this is genius from Jimmy Butler.
I would have him miss the second one and try to rebound it and extend the possession.
He was really smart to foul.
Although it looks like he's going to take 3.
Wait, there's 3. They are calling this.
Wow. Okay, they are calling this a shooting foul. That's strange. Leaves us
Uh,
all a bit confused because it certainly didn't look like he got the shooting motion there.
uh,
Yeah,
I didn't know the
Kemba
shooting.
for
I didn't
3
know
and he
shooting
hits
could
it.
be initiated from your knees. Dude, it didn't even go above his hip.
So maybe not. He wasn't. Yeah, Hathaway here in chat. I'm with you. That was a bizarre call because
I don't know about
initially
that.
it looked like the call was on. Because usually they'll put their like the 3 up or something and they'll say it's a 3-point foul. It looked initially like the foul was called on the floor.
I I
Not the
just don't
case.
fully understand the why it was changed to a 3-point shot. But hey, what's done is done. We got a timeout here. We got a 2-point game. So
We do, and that means Miami is going to have to manage A, to get the ball in bounds, B, get the ball in the hands of Tyler Hero, their best free throw shooter, and C, he's going to have to make them, which at this rate, he
and
seems
Jeff
well
Van Gundy just said
capable.
on the broadcast, yeah, this game was over a while ago. It's like, no, dude, you
No,
don't you watch these games every single day and you can't even tell. This game between the Celtics and Heat are always going to go down to the wire. It doesn't matter.
this game was not. We were calling for this game to be a one-possession game in the
Yeah,
third.
it's always going to be a one. This
Anyway,
game always they're so even. Like
Pam still trying to kind of
he
shake off
still
the left
looks,
arm.
yeah, he still doesn't look 100% on the left arm.
Miami using their final timeout to advance the ball
Get it
beyond
to
half
Hero for
court.
40.
Hero there coming off the Marcus Smart screen. Ooh, cut off by Smart. That shot is
Uh oh.
dangerous,
Uh oh.
actually. But Jimmy Butler, are they going to foul him? They better foul him, and they finally will. Dangerous cross court pass. High. Doesn't get intercepted. 6 seconds left here in the fourth. Jimmy Butler to the line.
This was scary.
You know, it'd be really funny is if Jimmy Butler intentionally missed it, then Gordon Hayward tried to put up a a three-quarter court shot to
Just like
tie
Duke.
the game.
Yeah. Wonder if there's some variant on the FIFA rule there. Once you pick up the ball with 2 hands, you're in the shooting motion. That was said he was a long way for the. Yeah, I don't understand that. I just like the way how Jimmy Butler fouled him was so he can't even shoot.
Yeah,
To
yeah,
not even
exactly.
let him get into the motion.
The point of the Jimmy Butler foul
was to not even let him get into the shooting motion. And
exactly.
he didn't. He didn't get into the shooting motion. But anyways.
Like
yeah,
right
Smart
here,
fouls
though,
out.
Smart fouls out, but like right here, if you only make one of the two, and this is 110, as Jimmy, Jimmy
oh my God, oh,
hits every part of the rim and goes in.
Should have given it to Hero.
Like if he Boston will call a timeout if they get the rebound here, but if the Celtics,
if he hits this, it's iced.
Yeah, but if he doesn't, Miami might just foul, and he does hit it here. So my Celtics will advance the ball. Will use their final timeout. They will advance the ball. Brad Stevens going to get a play drawn up for his team here. The final 6 seconds of play. We're looking for the ball in the hands of Tatum, Kemba. What are we doing here?
I think Tatum or Kemba, whichever one can get you the better look and kind of hit it. But I think Jason Tatum's got to be able to hit it. But after that look, yeah.
Tatum rolls his eyes. I mean,
you kind of know it's over when you're down 4.
You know what? I've seen crazier things.
Yeah, that's true.
Because the way that these teams foul three-point shooters in the playoffs, for all we know, somebody's going to take a 3, they're going to get fouled, and they're going to hit it. And then it's going to be a 4-point possession.
That's not an incorrect statement.
Like, that could be a possibility, the way that these teams have fouled 3-point shooters. 28 points for Tatum tonight, all in the second half, and actually all coming in the last 18 minutes of play, because it was basically until the 6-minute mark of the third where he was just like it wasn't even happening for Tatum. Any case, Miami now, both teams coming back out onto the court for the final 6 seconds here. Celtics are going to need the 3. I don't think you can go quick 2 and have Miami keep shooting. Their free throw shooting is too good. Not enough time. Hayward to inbound. Tice, Kemba, Tatum, and Brown on the court for the Celtics. Hero, why does Hero have to be
Why
the only one?
only one to score? Yeah.
Gordon Hayward inbounding,
They're
gets it to
playing a
Kemba.
zone.
Kemba going to go for three. Kemba is slightly off. The rebound, the putback by Hayward, 1.8 seconds left. Miami still has to inbound it.
Got to steal it
Miami
to
is going to
win.
get it to Jimmy. Jimmy's going to get fouled with 1.1. All right, so the Celtics, one shot.
Oz
Two shots to
Spolstra
ice
did
him.
listen to you there, by the way. They pretty much just did a 3-2 zone and just had everybody like protect the paint and just kind of like sit out on the outer rim and just like let them shoot kind of and just contest it. And that's it. And
Yeah, because even if they make the three, you're still up by one. So you just don't want to foul them.
Yeah, you just don't want to foul.
Jimmy Butler, 84% free throw shooter in the playoffs. Perfect so far
This
tonight.
one you miss on
7 of 7.
purpose.
No, you got to hit the first one, dude.
Oh, not the first. I mean, the second one you can miss on
here
purpose.
you go. And, well, he's going to miss the first one.
Never mind. You missed the first one.
The Heat are very cool about this. I see.
Actually, no, you missed this one also. You could.
Yeah, pretty much. You could, because there's no way that
Right.
they could actually get it. In 1.1 seconds, Jimmy Butler
But
connects.
Yeah, he makes it.
They're going to need the baseball pass here. Tice all the way down, trying to do the Grant Hill, Christian
Actually,
Leitner.
pretty close.
Not bad, but that is it.
That's it.
The ball is touched, and the clock, we got triple zeros here on the clock. Tyler Hero, the hero of the night for Miami, with a final score of 112 to 109. Tyler Hero with 37 points tonight. An outstanding performance. I mean, we've seen him on the verge. Like, he's got 20 point games.
It was the hero show today.
He's got multiple 20-point games in these playoffs. Tonight, he carried Miami to the victory to put them up 3-1 here in the Eastern Conference Finals and more or less punch their ticket into the finals here. High own Razor, our resident Kentucky fan, loving
Hero. He's pumped for. I bet you came back in the Kentucky man. Both of the Kentucky boys, Hero and Bam. I mean,
we're gonna have a lot of Kentucky in the finals if the Lakers just end up going.
If the Lakers make it, we're gonna. Dude, Hero's unbelievable. The guy's just absolute lights out. He's awesome.
He has played spectacular. He's getting the interview right now. Let's see what he says. Second most points in a playoff game before age 21. Oh, well, team player.
Yeah, team player.
Yeah, he's a team player.
He's a well-spoken gentleman. he knows what he's saying. It's pretty smart. Hey, Renato, congratulations on the win, buddy. I know you're rooting hard for the Heat there. Nice of you to pop in and say hi. We'll definitely be getting game 4 or game 5
on Friday night.
Closeout game on Friday night. We'll be having it here. So from all of us here, kind of as just a general recap, pretty much the hero game for the Heat. Heroes Heat. All right.
Heat's hero. All right, enough. Just finish
some alliteration,
No, it's not working. It's not
overall,
working.
I think this game was too far away from the Celtics from the start. I actually think they sort of lost this game at the beginning. Granted, they were able to claw back in. I mean, Tatum basically had 28 points, like third quarter on, which is absolutely which is unbelievable. First of all, for a performance from Tatum like that is out of this world.
Yeah, that was pretty impressive.
Other than that, overall, the Celtics team just wasn't there. They weren't there on the defensive end as they were in the other games. They weren't getting those steals. They weren't getting those runouts. They weren't getting those, those type of fast break points like they were getting in Game 3. So, I mean, overall, I think the Heat did deserve this win. I think they actually did outplay the Celtics, like on a fair kind of unbiased assessment of it. So I actually think the win goes correctly in the favor of the Miami Heat. Then again, it's basketball. The Boston Celtics could have won this game.
Tyler Hero with 20 points the first 3 quarters puts up 17 in the final frame to give Miami the 3-1 edge. All right, that is it for all of us here at Real Life Sports. Thank you very much for tuning in. We will absolutely have the game on Friday night for you, Game 5, perhaps the gentleman's sweep of this series. Check out, stay tuned to the Discord for the schedule for tomorrow. Franny will let us know exactly whether we want to do.
I'll give updates on what we're going to do for tomorrow's stream. We may be doing the EFL Cup match with Liverpool. If I can find a good enough stream and kind of work complies, I'll be able to do that one. If not, I'll do my best. We'll kind of try to squeeze in the NBA game. The possibility of doing 2 streams, kind of likely, not really. It's probably going to be one or the other, so we'll see.
All right. Thank you very much, everybody. Make sure to hit the sub on YouTube and the likes, and then the follows on Twitch. Much appreciated. Thank you, everybody. Good night.
Thank you. See you back here on Friday for sure. Check it tomorrow for updates.